All right, we're live.
We're live.
Hey.
Yes, we're
Hello there.
The week is done. We're here. It is Friday night. I am ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, everybody on Mixer, everybody on Twitch, thanks for dropping in. We really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the content. This is Legendary Action. It's a group of super untalented nerds who get together and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, there.
We have no remarkable talent. It says so in our FAQ. You can check it out below. It describes some of the mechanics of the game. We are playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons in my homebrew setting of Terrowyn. And there's some homebrew rules and stuff that's thrown in, house rules, but for the most part, I try to play it as close to the book as possible. So, I hope you enjoy what you're going to see. Everybody say hi to the audience. Everybody!
Hi, audience.
Hello.
Well, hello there. How are you?
Yeah.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy shopping, and if you're just listening to us in the background while you shop, good luck out there, heroes.
Yeah.
Shop while
You're the real
Shop
heroes.
while you
Black
jump.
Friday, you survived the sales, the crowds, the riots, you know.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah, roll for initiative, bro. Get that TV. Get that deal. Get it. Yeah.
Get all the deals.
Happy
All of
belated
them.
Thanksgiving as well.
Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed time with their friends, their family, traveling. If you travel, I hope you traveled safe. I hope if you're still traveling, if you're watching us on mobile or somewhere else, if you're out of state visiting family,
Yeah,
you're not
you're
on your
not
PC.
driving.
You're not driving. Oh, bad. Bad. If you're
Set
driving,
us to the side.
set us, yes.
Listen,
Listen.
we have
Listen
videos
with
on
your
demand.
ears.
Nope.
It's okay.
Nope. Yeah, drive. both hands on the wheel. All that good stuff. All right.
10 and 2. 10 and 2.
It's terrible. 10 and 2 is a terrible way to drive. Don't listen to him.
I drive like an old lady.
Yeah.
I'll admit it right here and now. For the record, I drive like an old lady.
I drive awesome.
Yes, that is apparent. I can tell just by the way you said it.
Yeah.
You drive like James Bond or something? Just like everything's an
I
action
drive
movie?
Oh, dude.
Good luck, everybody else.
Oh, man. He was... All right. I don't know if anybody knows, but we are missing our Sorcerer Lucian. He had to work tonight, unfortunately. Our Paladin Alfarius is going to be joining us later. He is also running late at work. You know, holiday traffic. Everybody out there on Black Friday is making his life hard. Yeah. Like, I just congratulated you, but now...
You're the
real.
worst.
Now
Okay,
it's
now
your
you're the
fault.
worst.
Your consequences.
Out there with
your
your
actions have
lines and your
consequences.
doorbusters and stuff. There are consequences, all right? And one of them is our players are late.
You're giving me flashbacks here. man. Calm
Flashbacks.
down.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. But as I was saying, so I was playing Battlefield 5 because I love it. I love the game, by the way. It's excellent. I suggest everybody pick it up and play it because I'm a huge fan of World War II anyways, big historian. But, so I was backing up to the depot to resupply because now you don't have infinite ammo in your vehicles. And I was going backwards and I hit a car and it like flipped the tank and I landed next to the supply depot. And my first thought was like, oh, it's just like Ace Ventura. Because I hit and rolled and landed upright right next to the supply depot.
That's awesome.
Right,
Like
good.
So, dice, physics engines,
What?
love them. You guys are great. Best developers ever. Please put the M1 Grand in the game, please. All right.
It's not in the game?
No.
That's silly.
The American faction isn't in yet. It's the beginning of the war. It's Fall of Europe is the first chapter.
Alright.
So the Tides of
Maybe it
War
is my
DLC
phone,
will follow the war as it unfolds. So all the DLC will match the years that they put together. So the next major grand operation is Greece.
Neat.
Yes. Sorry.
But
Sorry.
we're off topic. We're here to play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that's excellent. Sorry, I had to talk about that because it was really funny. I wish I
role
clipped
play
it.
an unconscious character, so.
Yeah. Speaking privileges, your character's unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm the bard. I talk in my
Roleplay
sleep.
better.
That's fine. I'll roleplay a sleeping bard.
I guess you.
Isn't that what you've already been doing?
Yes.
We have a new chair guy.
A cat?
Yeah.
Anyways, we are in a pet-friendly environment. There's a dog and a cat that
Yeah.
wander through the set at times.
Yeah. If you see the camera shift, it's not a ghost.
Yeah, it's probably the animals. One of them.
If it looks like sound got wonky, it's an animal.
For sure.
You notice a furry creature?
With that being said, we're excited for everybody to come back and join us. I'm excited for this week's episode, and you guys are in a precarious position. I like that you just survived that harrowing encounter with the Chimera. No thanks to the people who are using the store on Mixer. That's right. If you're watching on Mixer as opposed to Twitch, you can actually earn sparks to spend on the item store and counter stores, add random encounter die, and increase the chances, and make life difficult on the party. And you can spend your sparks in our store and buy them magical items, or hit the Dark Fates button and make them auto-fail saving throws and ability checks, give them disadvantage. because that seems to be the way more popular choice at this point. There's no way around it. People just like making their lives difficult.
So we need to start promoting the good stuff.
Yeah,
is what
so
you're
you can
saying.
buy
Yeah.
potions of healing, potions of resistances, spell scrolls. You can buy them their feats back, like extra meta magic points for the sorcerer, extra bardic inspirations for the bard, extra rages for the barbarian.
Brutal critical.
You can make Lumi, our tabaxi rogue, find a blinky. We don't know what a blinky is, mind you.
Yeah, put
But
her on
you
the spot.
Put her on the spot and hit the Lumi finds a blinky button, because I want to know what a blinky is as her dungeon master. I have no idea what she's talking about when she talks about blinkies.
Oh, welcome back
Yeah.
to those who have been here before.
Yeah.
Sig Warhite, Malachi.
Pleasure, bad guys.
You know, we
Listen,
enjoy
see,
having
man, you're just one ban away from not being able to buy anything anymore, dude. All right, buy the good stuff for a change, buddy. Telling you,
Help a brother out.
help a brother out, dude. They need it. All right, especially our warlock who can't seem to roll above a 7 or 8 on a regular basis.
Shout out.
Yeah.
That should be
Speaking
one
of
that should-
which, Matt is our warlock. Let's go around.
Yeah, character
and do
introduction. I'm Andrew. I'm the dungeon master running the campaign. Now on to
I'm Matt McDonald. I'm the warlock.
Mhm.
I play Riken.
you.
Hi, my name's Michael, and I am the bard.
My name's Amanda. Luminous Tier. I am the Tabaxi Rogue.
My name's Alex. I'm a barbarian. Luthok the half-orc.
And then, as I mentioned before, missing players is we normally have a sorcerer sitting right between the rogue and the barbarian,
Yeah,
and we
you're
normally
sitting
have a
right
paladin sitting right next to the bard on his left. But you know, one of them's working. They're both technically working. One of them's running far behind the other one.
This is the
So-
one that should be coming around at some point in the evening, hopefully.
Come around,
Yeah.
Mr. Bard.
If you notice that our bard's voice is messed up, that again is the fault of Black Friday. That's what happens when you speak all the time nonstop for like a 13-hour shift.
And then, yeah, so just imagine I was impaled before I was healed, so it works.
Yeah, if you like his voice better, you can demand he did this all the time, and I think that would be hilarious.
Please,
You
no.
kidding me? You'd have to listen to him talk all day long before.
That doesn't change anything.
It doesn't change anything. You listen to him talk all the time, anyways.
Yeah.
Andy,
I
I
would just
got
be more-
you. I'll just show up. I'll take my implants off. It'll be like nothing's even there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we have one default of the fact that like you'll like get way louder too.
No, I don't have to talk to anyone. You just have to talk.
All right. Well, I mean, that being said, are you guys ready to play?
Let's do it.
I don't think I'll ever be ready, so I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
I am as ready as the current events will allow.
All right. Well, let's get into another episode of Legendary Action. Let's run the intro, and we'll see you fine folks in a moment.
Are we muted or not?
All
Mike?
right. Yeah. Now we're live.
Quit playing games.
I was messing with them. They just started talking. I was like waiting to like run things and stuff. And either way, so last week you had finally infiltrated your way into the Goblin camp, through into their kingdom, made your way to the old abandoned dwarven bastion that they had occupied, and you were you're still looking for the ogre that Kielmar Grimm sent you to slay. and it's somewhere, and you've been tracking it all this way, infiltrating the Goblin Kingdom, trying to locate it, and you stumbled upon the semi-palace of the goblin shaman Urukabar, who seems to either be a leader, sub-leader, or be leading these goblins, and you had heard passerby that it's attempting to make some sort of deal with some shadowy outside figure, something you haven't learned any more about at this moment. And you broke into his chamber and met a chimera face to face, because they have 3 heads. And some of you barely survived. One of you was dropped immediately, right away.
Yeah.
Fire breath. Brutal.
Yeah.
You slayed some bugbears.
Got
The
fire
Tabaxi
multi-attack,
cornered
yeah.
Urukabar in his chamber so he couldn't escape through the secret passage that the barbarian accidentally found by standing on his little makeshift throne and breaking through it and falling down the steps. Finding
Yes.
a hallway,
I'm the world's greatest
a
detective.
long hallway of dwarven make that goes somewhere. He's not really sure where, lit by light torches. It seems to look like there's a doorway or some sort of exit at the end of the hall. And that's where we pick up.
That's where we pick up. Oh, well. I get up, and so is the door... I can see past the doorway, right, into the hall. I'm going to just make sure I want to do a little spot check, make sure my falling down the stairs didn't attract attention, because I feel really rough.
It doesn't appear to have.
Doesn't appear to have?
No.
I don't see any enemies or motion or anything like that?
No, it's about 10 foot wide and with a 10 foot tall or so ceiling.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, so... Yeah, I'm gonna try and make my way back up the stairs I just fell down. Try and regroup.
Yeah, so you guys just heard crack, snap, and the throne collapsed, and the barbarian was no more. You hear her tumbling and sounds of the debris going down the staircase.
So as we looked up the rules for being unconscious without any actual healing applied, and you will gain 1 hit point after 1d4 hours if you are not healed.
So roll that D4, friend. How many hours?
How?
Please make it 1.
3.
A lot of snoring.
So after 3 hours,
3
you'll
hours.
regain 1 health point unless you're otherwise healed.
And I'm snoring as a health potion gently rests upon my chin.
Yeah.
Which will not be applied.
Oh, that's
Unless it really needs to be. So, yeah, I step over to his unconscious body.
Party this week?
I grab that potion and put it in my bag.
Not a good idea. Not people's defense pad.
I grab our bard and fireman carry him.
Oh, no. Skinny, not comfy.
Yeah. Alright.
Damn, dude.
I'm getting ready to hit the bar.
Is that some of your old
He's
man
unconscious. It's a
strength?
critical. He doesn't get a hit point yet.
After he's some of
Gentle
that old
snoring
man
continues,
strength.
nothing else to say.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And I suppose that's when you fall through.
Oh yeah, I
Do I hear
I
it?
fell through.
Oh yeah, everybody does. You're right up there with him. Remember, next to the throne, you had been searching through Rockabar, the goblin.
Did I find anything?
Yeah, you found the spell component pouch, but you searched him, he searched the area. That's how he fell through the throne, and then you were dealing with that. Alfarius isn't here. I don't want to speak for him, but
He was helping me with,
yeah,
with
but
this.
Lucian came up to do a search as well, and he actually he approaches it, and you see him like kind of touch the goblin, and he's like, well, that's interesting, and he like goes to like poke it, and it kind of just the goblin kind of falls apart and sort of like dissolves into like a liquid clay.
What the fuck? I mean, what the hell?
Well, it does seem that our shaman here is fairly gifted in druid craft and magic. So it seems as though this may have just been earthed and some sort of he's not here. That much is obvious. I would say that it's a simulacrum, but that's much more basic of a spell than that.
I don't believe that. I stabbed right through him. And then I look at the dagger and what do I see?
No blood.
Well, I guess
Well,
not.
that's the reason they use clay to make these things. It's a much more convincing doppelganger than wood or many other magical materials. Clay you can mold and shape and add everything you need to it to make a convincing duplicate.
Now the question is, where's the real one? But where's Luther? Luther!
You hear a slight groan come from up
Luther!
the hole.
Let me know when I get to the top of these stairs that I fell down.
Okay. Well, I want them to resolve
Yeah.
looking for you first.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
He was here a moment ago. Hold on. I investigate the area. Do I see where he slipped and fell?
He didn't slip. He crashed through the throne.
Oh,
It snapped. Remember, he stood on it. It cracked, and he fell through down this staircase.
I kind of peered down.
Hey, you see a figure down there. It's only like 50 feet or so worth of staircase,
How are you
so it's well
holding?
within your dark vision.
How are you holding down there, buddy?
And so you hear the tabaxi call out to you as you start making your way up the staircase. You're about halfway up.
I'm hurt. Not holding down. I don't even know what you mean. I didn't attract any enemies, I think. I don't think I did. Is everyone okay up there?
Yeah, they look like they're having fun over here.
What about Thale and the elf? Someone get him up yet?
It looks like
I'm carrying him.
looks like
over
Ryken's
here.
carrying him. I think he's okay.
Ugh, goddamn stairs. I continue to ascend the stairway up towards you.
I get to the foot of the stairs just to the throne, and I'm like, Alpha, you take this. You're stronger. So I hand him off to the Dragonborn.
Oh.
Not you. You're not there.
It's like I
Strong
was caught off guard.
dragonborn.
Yeah, the Dragonborn will carry him a lot easier than me. So that happens, and then I head up the stairs.
No. He
You
looks
mean
at
down
you.
the stairs?
He looks at you.
Did any of you make? I know a couple of you made survival checks last session too, in order to try to do some tracking. But have any of you made any kind of history survival checks
No.
to try to figure out where you are?
Like right now.
Not
currently?
yet.
Yeah, like geographically.
Nope.
No, not yet.
Okay.
We're just going in for the adventure.
Yeah, I think the only survival check we made was to follow like the map and the tracks and to find a true course.
Yeah, well, I mean, the map ended like
Yeah.
10 miles to
Yeah.
travel back.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying that's the last one I remember.
Okay.
Of that nature.
That's what I thought, just making sure.
Nope.
All right, so you guys approach the hole and you come out the top.
There's a long hallway down here. Down there. Reed, why didn't someone get the elf up?
We're running low on resources, I think. He's alive.
Wouldn't
We'll-
it be safer to let him walk for himself than carry him through what we're trying?
If it comes to using the potion, we will. But let's see if we have to. Yeah?
I'm not carrying him. That's fine.
I'm sure Alfarius is okay with it for now.
I think Alfarius has got it.
Alfarius, how do you feel about that? Oh, good. All right.
No. After he speaks up and goes, I don't know.
I do. He's fine with it.
Besties.
So, Lupo, did you happen to see anything down there?
I saw this it looked like a long hallway after these steps, but I didn't see anything in particular. Like it just looks like possibly some sort of escape route, or so it looks like something else was built here. It's not just caves. Seem to have these stairs have like a structure to them and stuff.
Do you think there was a reason why the shaman goblin was hanging around this area? He seemed to not want me to find him, but maybe this was his initial spot. Maybe this is where he wanted to go. So do you guys want to take a look at what's down there? Because if just like Lucian says, is this, and I look at my dagger and it still has clay on it, this is not him, then the real one's probably still out there.
Wait, it's not him?
No.
Yeah, what's that about it not being him?
No, apparently he was just clay. Like, I guess druids have this voodoo thing of making themselves not there. So this wasn't him. This was just a double.
Oh, well then,
So he killed a puppet.
we're in more danger than I thought. Well, have to be, yeah. If it's a puppet, he might have actually used that route without us noticing. You ever consider that, Lumi?
I guess so. I just thought maybe the clay was trying to hide something. Maybe there's something good down there.
Louis, how are you feeling right now?
I feel great.
Okay.
He didn't hit.
Well,
That little twerp didn't hit me at all.
everyone else, I'm sure.
Oh, well, it looks like
Wounded.
both Reich and Alferis have been cursed with a critical fail.
Oh,
My prepaid desert. Thanks,
Wow.
man.
yeah.
You're one of my favorites.
God damn it. Fine. But anyway,
Oh, and Luthok.
Oh,
it's just gonna
Oh.
get all
Failing.
It's gonna get all
Antaelan?
Yep.
Oh shit.
ouch.
What?
Ouch. Good thing you're not making like saving throws or something.
And it looks like Siegbot monsters have allies again.
He laughed at the face of your point increase.
Yep.
What just happened?
Wow, Sieg.
Yeah, if you haven't
But
noticed.
prepaid desert also bought a potion of healing.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
Granted.
if you've noticed in the store, our prices have gone up, and that's to reflect the added generation capability of how mixers altered their platform. So
Yeah.
if the
You get
price,
way more sparks now.
yeah, more sparks. You
Back
get
to the
more
game,
sparks. Yeah, but back to the game.
All right. So what are you guys doing? This long hallway, it's about 75 feet or so, and you can see at the end that there's most definitely a set of dwarven doors at the end of the hallway.
Lumi,
Yeah.
There's about a torch every 10 feet or so on both sides.
if this goblin used this route as an escape route, knowing goblins the way I do, untrustworthy little bastards, there's probably some traps or some other ways. They're fucking tricky, right? So, seeing as you feel good, and I just ate a bunch of steps, you should probably lead the way on this one.
You got it. If anything,
I'll throw
I can
dice at
just,
You might need to.
like if anything, I can make sure
Dance, monkey,
everything's
dance.
good.
Wake up.
All right, I agree, Louis.
Ice ships.
You should take point, check out what's ahead, and
So marching order then.
Me
Lumi in the front. Me in the back.
We will put
in the back.
Lucian all the way at the back.
Okay, me in front of Lucian.
My unconscious body. Unconscious.
Followed by
On top of Alfarius.
yeah, you're with Alfarius.
My unconscious body is
Doesn't
past those-
Alfarius have an exhaustion still? Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does.
He
Yeah, he
does.
does.
Yeah,
So
so
the
he's
marching order
exhausted
is
carrying.
Tabaxi, Dragonborn, Warlock, Bard, Barbarian, and Sorcerer.
Right here.
Yep. Yeah. Let's find our way down to this.
If anyone wants to give me a
Tunnels.
lucky auto 20, now will be the time. No? Okay.
I'm sorry, what are you doing?
She's pandering to the audience.
That, and I want to check for traps.
Okay, like the whole time? Or are you just going to check once for traps?
Taking
Is there a specific
Luthok's
area?
words,
Yeah.
close by to the door, I want to say at least
So you want to walk down the hallway to the door and check the door for traps? Or you want to check the hallway for traps?
do both.
So it's two separate rules then.
You got it.
So, starting with the hallway, as you guys move about 70 feet, you guys move about 35 feet, she checks for traps.
Okay. So this one will be the first one.
Just do them one at a time, so I can tell you what happens.
18 plus 5. 23.
Cool. So, as you guys start moving further down the hallway, you pass by a couple of openings that, when you're standing at the staircase, you couldn't see they were there. Dwarven architecture, for the most part, is so seamless that didn't even give away the idea of the presence of there even being other doors in this hallway from your perspective. and you kind of glance inside. They're ransacked, they're empty. You pass by what appears to be 2 abandoned, long abandoned armories plus a barracks, and what looks like an officer's quarters. But when you keep going down, you come to the door. There's no traps, nothing out of place. There's some debris. There's some rats that you guys, one comes up to and you just kind of kick it because you know it's going to turn into a dire rat someday, and you just don't want anything to do with it. You know? But you eventually make your way to the set of doors. On this door, there seems to be the image of a dwarven king of some kind. It's not very specific and it's not super detailed, but you recognize that it is probably dwarven heraldry to a degree. So can you make your other check at the door, please?
Not that good, but it is a 9.
Flat 9?
Modified 9.
Modified 9? Okay, so you look it over. It doesn't seem like there's any traps. It doesn't look like there's anything that might be harmful. None of the stones or spots seem out of place. There's no extra obstacles. There's no latches on the outside. There also doesn't look like there's any room for handholds. Upon closer examination, though, you do pick up the sense that you're like, okay, well, actually, maybe this isn't a king, because you look very closely and there's, it's the emblem of a dwarf, and it actually looks like it's a female dwarf. And it looks like it's a cracked anvil with this female dwarf standing over it.
Does anybody know dwarven history?
Not even a little.
Anybody at all?
This one,
Yeah.
that one probably does, or would claim to, or something.
Lucian also is educated.
I just didn't know if this might, because it looks like there's royalty on the door. It looks like a female dwarf. I just don't know if there's a special symbology, like maybe the room ahead is something more.
Wasn't the dwarf god? Shouldn't she a female? Or forge god, something? It seems.
Lucian's proficient in history. Can he make a history check?
Solution, he kind of looks at the door for a minute. He looks around. Hold on a moment. And he kind of opens up this pulls off his back. He has this knapsack, and he pulls out these 3 large tomes, and he kind of drops one on the floor, drops another, flips through it, and he goes, and he kind of turns the book to face you, and it looks like there's this drawing, and it's not exact, but it's very close. And he's like, does this look close enough, similar as you? Is this close?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, make a check, please. History check.
For him?
Yep.
7, 10.
10?
Rolled a 7.
So he flips the book around. Yeah, it's associated with the dwarven goddess of smithing and creativity, Helgrit, the anvil. My best guess is that it either could be something of significance locked on the other side of the door, or it could be, it could just be a blessing on the area. I'm not really sure. I'm not that familiar with dwarves.
Well, as long as that...
But according to this book, I mean, it could be any number of things. They put her likeness everywhere.
Well, that sounds safe.
Yeah, it's kind of safe, blessed stuff. When we were walking by the armory...
Does he have any spell slots left or anything?
No, he's burned out spell slots and sorcery points.
Okay.
He's toasted right now. But when we walk by the armory, it's long abandoned, so I'm guessing there's no equipment in there at all.
No, nothing. Just empty racks, broken, cracked, falling apart.
Yeah. And then I also forgot to get my javelins. Can I say I got them, or is it too late?
They broke.
They broke. Okay, cool.
When the chimera fell to the floor, it broke them, the ones that were sticking in it.
Fair enough. They were my last 2. Oh well, I'll have to re-equip later. Anyway, back to this door. Yeah, it seems safe. Nothing, doesn't look like there's anything worth salvaging in these armories. Are there any, like, smaller holes, or I'm almost thinking like a mouse hole or something that a goblin could get through, kind of thing? Like,
And
you know how goblins make
those
special
rooms
escape
had
rooms?
doors, the seamless doors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were basically open. They didn't appear to actually have doors. They were doorways, but not actually doors.
Okay.
Okay. Seems like there's only one way through.
Should we rest? Should we take the risk of opening something? Who knows what's on the other side?
Well, hey, if these two can lean themselves against the door, then we're good.
What?
Like blocking the doors so no one can
Yeah.
come through?
Yeah.
Well, if
So
you're...
Alfarius is, well, wait a minute. And he kind of walks over and he kind of examines the door and he runs his hand over it. And he's like, I sense a divine presence, protection spell of some sort. Maybe it keeps the door locked. It might not have ever been opened since the fort was abandoned.
Well, what would it...
Well, how
Be
would
protected.
it be opened then?
Kind of stands there for a moment, crosses his arm. You can see his tail moving a little bit while he's thinking.
Jump.
Kind of snorts, and then he speaks. He speaks a word in Draconic, and then you see like kind of a shimmer and a ripple. And he says, he turns and looks at you, and goes, "It definitely reacts to magic. We just have to figure out what magic is the key to opening it."
Well,
Well, I
I
mean,
don't cast magic, so
Lucian looks exhausted. This one's down for a while, I think.
I, out of curiosity, used the
Does
Witch's
Dylan have his
Stone.
character sheet here?
No.
Anything?
No,
No, he doesn't.
he is out of spell slots as well.
Yeah, we're all out.
I, out of curiosity, used the Witch's Stone. Not the good one of the spare ones I got, and I put it up against the door.
Ah, you see dwarven runes on the outside.
I
Light
keep
up.
doing it. Does this help?
Just
No.
hold it against it. Just... Does anyone read?
Dwarven?
I
Anybody
know.
speak or read
I
dwarven?
know.
Well, if only he was awake.
Hmm.
That'd be really helpful.
You feel a gentle tugging on the health potion in your pocket.
Do you?
Almost like it's the answer to your problem.
I feel like giving you a health potion isn't helping us.
I'd like to point out, just one more time, that this is why I would like full character sheets from everybody, with your backgrounds, your stats, everything you have,
I need to give you the new one.
when you guys, every time you level. I need physical copies, even if you guys are on D&D Beyond.
Got it, friend.
So, that being said,
Well then, I don't speak Dwarven. Do you?
Well, maybe you could, like... I've seen you doing magic. Maybe you could just test them out and just go through the basic spells you got. Like that blasty thing you do.
I could do that, but I imagine a protection ward isn't going to react kindly to an attack.
We'll all stand back. And then your blasty
can I get
thing...
an Arcana check from Lucian?
Where is your Arcana? Oh, goodness. Arcana.
Arcana.
Oops.
Fun thing.
I don't see. So I guess it would be. It's imp based. So. plus one. Oh, I rolled really good. 20.
20.
Well, Lucian rolled really good.
So while you guys are having this discussion and it's being examined by Alfarius, he's like tearing through these books and he's just like reading everything he can. And he's like, based upon what I see here, and looking at the runes and identifying them with runic magics and the like, I think it might just simply need a divine charge. It might not even be anything. It just needs the spell just might need reassurance that it's good attempting to enter as opposed to evil.
Alfarius?
I mean, Alfarius is the only one with attachment to the divine, I believe.
Maybe put your holy
Maybe.
symbol on it.
Maybe say a prayer to that dwarf chick, the Helgrit the Anvil. Maybe saying a prayer and being like, oh yeah, we totally bow to your will, let us in.
It's as good a thought as any, I suppose.
Haha, huh. Yeah. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna say that right now. I ain't worshiping no dwarf.
Did he still have lay on hands from last session? Any?
No. He
He's
burned
all
it.
out.
He's all out?
He had to use 5 to heal Lucian's poison, and then he used the rest
He did.
on me.
Okay.
Yeah. You,
So
You should have detect good and evil.
so he grabs
No, he
his
used it.
he used
He
it.
used
He
it.
gets multiple
We're
uses.
fresh. Does he?
I
Yeah.
believe so, as a paladin. I think it's equal to your level, right?
Yeah, it's like your level, or it's your like charisma modifier or something like that. He gets multiple uses. I know that much. It's been a while.
Well, anyway. While Farius
Well, this is important. so
tries to think
hold on
about
a
what
minute.
he's gonna do,
Yeah, Farius
does
Yeah.
is.
anyone else have any ideas?
You see him sit and he begins to contemplate and meditate.
I don't have any connections to anything that would open anything that's looking for something good.
I don't think someone like a dwarven person would appreciate my beliefs in the Cat Lord, so I can give it a try, but I don't think it'll do anything.
Well, you pray to her. See. You
Well, the
die.
Cat
Oh,
Lord
yeah.
is mysterious. The Cat Lord, we can't tell if it's a male or female. The Cat Lord is the Cat Lord.
Yeah.
Cat Lord is the one that inspired me to get off the island. So maybe.
Pump 1 plus your charisma modifier.
Okay.
When you finish long rest, you'll gain all uses. Divine sense.
So I go up to the door, get on my knees, put my paws like this. Ow. I have a boo boo. I slam my finger.
We
on the table.
all do.
Yeah.
It's, we're all hurt here.
So I go up.
Farius.
Cat Lord, you've been there before. You are the one that has inspired me to get off the island of Chulesh. Even though I kind of left my family behind and I kind of just did my own thing, and in the beginning it didn't really work out well. It really did work out well. If there's any way that you can help or show this dwarven door that you are good, you have always been good. You've always been good to the Tabaxi people. I've always heard so many rumors, like Theodore, my dad's shop owner's friends. He even said that you had given him the blessing to get more customers in the store, because he had a vision that you brought in a lot of people, and next thing you know, we had a lot of travelers that got shipwrecked, and they ended up buying stuff from our stores, and Theodore's store. So, if there's any way you can show me, do something, I'd appreciate it. I love you, Cat Lord. And I look up at the door.
So as per usual, the Cat Lord is unresponsive to your pleas.
I tried.
You come from a family of merchants?
And
Well, my dad likes to collect a few things.
well, Lumi, you know that story about the Cat Lord making customers show up?
Yeah.
What if he caused a shipwreck? We're trying to convince it we're
Hey,
good.
it helped Theodore's store a lot. If a lot of the shipwrecked humans, elves, dwarves, halflings, gnomes, like there were even some tabaxis in there.
No.
Like it really helped.
Not a big regular vacation spot, huh?
Well, with all the Yanti and the different kinds of fun interactions, goblins, it's a jungle. But hey, we make a living out there.
Yeah, off shipwrecks. That's.
Well, shipwrecks are always the best things to find, like blinkies and items.
I'm
and
still wondering what a
weapons
blinky
and
is.
stuff. It's hard to describe what a blinky is.
It's just one of those things you know it when you see it.
Of course, I see it and my mind just goes blinky. It doesn't have to be jewels or gold. It can be information or lost facts. A blinky is what I describe, something that thrives my interests.
Well, that still it didn't work. So what are we gonna do?
So Alfarius
The cat
stands
always
up
listens.
and takes his holy symbol and chants something in Celestial. And then there's a slight rumble. And then you hear mechanisms unclicking and the doors start parting and swinging inward.
I jump away from the door because I was close by.
And on the opposite side, there's immediately a flash of bright white light as a brazier in the center of the chamber on the opposite side of the door just lights up, followed by others. As you look into this room, you can see that there's a high vaulted ceiling, probably 20 feet high, and the chamber is maybe, just from where you're standing, endless, as it just continues forward.
Endless.
Dominated immediately by a statue of the goddess Helgrit, holding her hammer outward, pointing towards you.
Wait, what?
But at her feet, you notice cloth, chests, vases, art, all piled by the feet of this statue. And you kind of glance into the room, you can see there's what looks like used to be maybe a vault at some point where they stored valuables, possibly.
Did it seem like offerings?
You don't know?
Something?
I go up.
Well, we open the door to a dwarven vault.
This is probably fascinating. I go right up to the foot and open the first. Well, approach the first chest and see if I can, if it has a lock on it.
No, it's not locked. So you bust it open, and immediately silver rolls right off the top and clinks on the floor and rattles to the ground.
I do. See if there's anything else.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff.
Oh. Can we close the doors behind us? So, I help Alpha pull this guy back into the room, set him down, and
As you throw me to the ground, that health potion pops out of your pocket and just like falls.
All right, so who's ready to write
and
stuff
I
down?
put it back in my
I don't want to go back over this stuff twice.
No momento, por favor, señor.
Right.
So I'm gonna do dwarf
Inscriptions.
vault.
What the fuck am I
Awesome.
doing? I have notes. I'm very
And
small.
so once in this chamber, you can see that this giant brazier lights up, the vaulted ceiling goes up in these beautiful wide arcs that come to these triangle points. And it goes back, you look just beyond the range of your dark vision, you can see that there aren't any other doors, but the room is probably like 60 feet or so long, and it's probably about 70 feet wide.
Do you guys think the goblin shaman was trying to get into this room, possibly?
I'm sure the goblins have been trying to get in here a long time.
I'm all set to write stuff down.
Alpha, you want to help me close this door while they're shifting through our...
No.
Alright, well, what do you know?
I'll help you, Ryken.
Thanks.
I'm just digging in.
So, you find there's two chests in the room.
Okay.
One of them has 2,900 copper pieces. The other has 1,400 silver. Intermixed into the silver, there's about 150 gold pieces or so that you can count out at the top. You find boxes of perfumed candles, polished stone idols of Helgrit and other dwarven deities in their pantheon. Fine clothing, merchant clothing, furs. But intermixed, you also find the potion of supreme healing, courtesy of Ollie Burger, who bought it last week.
Ollie Burger!
You find a potion. You find two potions of healing. One of them is courtesy of Prepaid Desert.
Prepaid Desert!
Yeah, but I'm writing and I don't want to mess things up. Thank you so much.
So first, fine clothing, the boxes of perfumed candles, 150 gold pieces, 2,900 copper. I didn't get the silver.
It's 1,400 silver, 150 gold.
It's 14000, right?
Oh, no. Well, one less 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
1400.
Same with the copper, right? It's 29000.
00.
Okay,
2,900 copper pieces.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then 150 gold. Boxes of perfumed candles, furs, fine clothing. And then I'm not gonna write, 2 potion.
But intermixed, you also find this very ancient-looking dwarven warhammer, carved with very, very intricate runes. Lucian immediately identifies some of them as being those that revolve around elements, like wind. He's not really sure, but he can sense that there's a magic aura to it. And you find this plain, almost rusty-looking key. Also has a magical element to it, to a degree.
Magical element. Oh boy. Oh boy.
And you find a spell scroll of Burning Hands. A spell scroll of Remove Curse. A spell scroll of Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So Burning Hands, Remove Curse, and Cure
Cure
Wounds.
wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There was another one.
No, that was it.
That's it.
Oh. Trying to write
Ain't that right,
that
Chad?
And you estimate that, looking at the art and the value, the vases and everything else that's kind of been piled in this room, there's probably at least 1,000 GP worth of art or so that you guys are incapable of moving out of here at the moment.
Well, I go up to the vases and I just start shaking them, see if there's anything in them. Shaking different ones.
Careful, big man.
And there's vases and a lot of different religious idols, and you find multiple versions of some of the different gods. Most of them are dwarven, but there's a couple of other intermixed gods in there as well.
This could go for a pretty penny.
How do we do on that door?
Oh, you guys closed it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, I'll go check his pulse.
Okay.
He's breathing. Great.
Yeah, you guys spend a few hours digging through everything, finding everything that you
Does
can.
it happen to be more than a couple? Rather than any one, making it a convenient 3 where I still make gas for air.
It could be if you take a short rest. I don't know.
I think we should rest here. They won't expect to check the vault doors. So.
Agreed.
Yeah, well, I'm still wondering where that Rooker bar went.
Well, he's not here. That's a good thing.
Alright.
We probably lost any element of surprise we had.
Oh yeah, no, that's very true, but this seems to go on for a distance, right? The hall and stuff that we're in, the space we're in.
The vault?
The vault goes on for a distance? No?
60 feet.
60 feet? Alright, so yeah, it's probably secure. I suppose it's as good a place to rest as any.
Yeah. So.
Do you guys explore the entire vault? Or do you guys just hang out here at the treasure by the statue and stuff?
We should check the room to make sure there's no entrances. We need to know where enemies could come from.
Yeah.
Good idea.
We'll leave him here. Lucian, you're tired. You watch him. Alfarius, you're the healer. You can take care of him.
Oh, yeah.
Luthok, Lumi, let's
Yeah.
check the room, yeah?
Sounds like a plan.
Good.
Yeah. So we checked the room. We're gonna go
I climbed the side.
explore.
I want to have an aerial distance because you mentioned that it was high.
Lucian, let me see
Vaulted
those.
ceilings, yes.
Yeah.
It's like 20 feet.
Lucian, can I get those goggles from you before we go?
Yes,
Oh.
right in. You
Yes.
can get goblin.
He takes them off and he hands them to you.
Thank you.
The whole room's lit up from these torches, right?
The
Or
brazier?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's
Well-
not. The whole room isn't completely lit up. I mean, since it's in front of the statue casts
okay.
a pretty large shadow across the back of the room.
Oh, okay. Okay. My bad.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
see so good in the dark, so.
Fair enough.
But I mean, from the 3 people or the 2 people in the room that have dark vision, I mean, you guys can basically see the whole vault.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I want to check.
it seems
the
secure.
ceilings. I was just taking the high ground because I wanted to check the roofs to see if there's any like hidden passages.
So you're gonna scale a statue and just look at the roof? Is that what you're trying to do, or what are you trying to do?
Yeah, I want to climb the statue so I can get an aerial view and mainly focus on.
Yeah, the
roof.
statue's about 10 feet high, so you kind of look at the ceiling and you don't notice anything out of place that doesn't match your initial idea of what the room looks like. Your initial perceptions of the room.
Yeah, I walk a quick patrol just to reassure myself, and then go back by the statue to kind of sit down and take a rest.
So I run my hand along the outside walls, kind of pressing here and there,
Mhm.
just to see if there's like maybe a door.
Mm-hmm.
Dual
Okay.
secrets.
Can I get a perception check? Sure. Ooh,
Yeah.
I can see that from here.
We're all very tired.
Yeah.
So it works. Perception.
Can I get one from you as well, Alex?
Straight 2,
Doc?
friends.
Straight 2.
Straight
Oh.
2, friends.
Straight 3 from him. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just throwing some guesses out to the wind right now.
Man, you guys are rolling hot tonight.
Yeah, rolling hot.
I'm
I
surprised you guys
got
have
a
lived this
5.
long.
I got a 2 plus 3. Got a 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
So, I mean, you go along the edges of the rooms and you don't really see anything, but Luthot comes across what looks like another smaller door at the very back, tucked away. And the only reason he saw it, the only reason you see it is because you're being extra vigilant because of how you didn't notice the doors in the initial hallway the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of, there's just this one, you're kind of running your hands and looking, and you see this one rough edge
Looking for little goblin doors.
that like looks out of place, and as you kind of stare at it a little bit more, you see that there's the outline of a door of roughly the same size and shape as the initial vault doors.
One of us should probably rest over here in case. Just in case.
I disagree. We should stay together, but we should keep an eye on the door.
Or that. I don't know. How far away from the statue is this door?
How far
Like-
away?
like
the statue's
50
in the middle of
feet?
the room.
Yeah, the statue is so like 30 feet away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Let's,
I was just seeing how feasible it was to watch it kind of from where we were resting it. Alright, fair enough.
you can see in the dark. Can you see most of the room when you're over by the light, or does the light make it hard to see in the dark?
No, I can still totally see in the dark. The light makes it even easier to see in the dark.
Well, I don't know how an orc sees, but when I'm standing in bright light, the dark gets even darker away from it. That's all. It's a terrifying existence.
Yeah, it really sounds like it. Like, generally bright light.
I mean, you ever
Least
wondered why
dim
so
light.
many humans are afraid of the dark, right?
Oh no, I haven't wondered because they're weak and puny.
That's fair.
Can't really fend for yourselves most of the time.
That's true.
Like, whenever you hear about a tragedy happening in a village, it's usually happening to humans.
Yeah, that's true too. They are pitiable.
But yeah,
So you guys taking a short rest or what?
yeah.
I
will
vote for
take
long.
first watch. As I
I mean, the
yeah.
long rest
Time is running out for you guys to get back to Greencrest at
Yeah.
this point and meet Kiomara.
Wasn't it? No, that's different.
I have a rage left, so short rest works for me. But
I get nothing back on a short rest, so I'll be a crap ass fighter.
Well, besides that, we're running out of time to get back to finish this contract. That
Yeah, we're running out of time for that, and then also they know we're here. So,
I think we've done a lot to hamper this goblin army's strength. We've killed an ogre, we killed several dire wolves, we've killed a goddamn chimera that no one knew was down here.
yeah, but we didn't kill who we were supposed to.
So what? I don't want to die for an ogre, and that chimera was more dangerous than an ogre ever would be. It's dead. We've done a job.
Technically true. And I jumped down from the statue. Beating the chimera has tired everybody out.
Let's rest and call it job mostly done.
Well, job mostly done. Yeah, that's not good. People don't like mostly done. It's like, because it's still a problem.
Alfarius also reminds you that that since you may have lost the element of surprise at this point, then staying here any longer than necessary, like staying put in any one place longer than necessary, is a bad idea. Because it just gives them time to close in on your location.
And reinforce, block off exits, stuff like that.
That's true going forward, too.
Yeah, but another hour resting versus
Because at this
8
point,
more
it's now
hours.
getting into the
All right,
goblins'
I agree. We should.
late evening at this point. So it's
They're all
based
gonna be
upon
tired.
what you know about goblins. They should start coming home from whatever they were doing very soon. And the city did look mostly abandoned from where you could see beyond the Dwarven Keep.
I'm just curious what we're hoping to accomplish if we go into it. We've been through more than we ever expected to down here already. We're out of resources. We've got a couple new potions thanks to this vault. But think of what we've used just to get to where we are. What if we have to escape? We were looking to escape with this one single potion.
Yeah, but now we have a bunch.
We have 3 more.
Yeah, a bunch.
Alright. All I'm saying is,
He can count.
Hey, that's a lot of potions for me. I
All the
normally don't get any.
all the love for half orcs.
are we agreed? Let's just rest for a little bit here, and then let's talk about what we're gonna do next, yeah?
Fair enough.
He'll wake up soon. Alfarius seems to think anyway.
All right, let's take this short rest.
I vote we leave.
Well,
There's currently 4 of them. I vote we hunt down an ogre.
here's it's like, okay, yeah, let's leave.
Yep.
We're in the depths here. It's not.
So let's go deeper. The escape gets harder. We have less. We're already hurt.
Yeah, there's multiple exits to the
The
goblin
boy's
caves.
exhausted. It doesn't look like he could cast a spell if he had to save his life.
Oh, well. It's like leaving. Yeah, can't really go back the way we came. Goblins are going to be home.
Yep.
So, looks like the best way out is through.
Maybe. Do you know what's ahead? I know what's back.
Yeah, bad things.
Maybe worse up
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, maybe we're in a guessing game. That's the thing.
I think-
We don't really know.
But we know the way back at least.
I'm guessing I'm still unconscious.
Until he
No, you
says-
woke up
Okay.
as soon as you decide whether or not you have 1 hit point.
Yo,
Yeah.
I got a hit point.
Yeah.
Mother God. What?
Like I said, he'd be waking up soon.
Yeah, so
Why is it so bright? Oh my gosh.
We're in a vault. We're safe for now.
Vault safe? What?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
We
you
found
should be,
some
because
nice
we're
stuff.
probably going to die down here.
Well, that could be worse.
What?
So Lucian speaks up and he says, after spending some time with the items, I believe the hammer, I believe both the items are relics and both of them capable of casting spells. So it seems as though the dwarven hammer has been imbued with wind wall, and the key has been imbued with a glyph of warding.
Magic items. Do you know if they're single? If you can only use it once?
Yeah, that's what relics do.
Oh, perfect. Shit, those are some helpful things. So what's going on?
Oh, you fell in combat again, Elf. We had to drag you back here to save your life.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did fall in combat again. Most of us did. Fall.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. I fell too.
It was. I am happy we are.
Just because I know you're desperate for one, I mean, it is a warhammer, so other than the fact it casts wind wall, like
it's a
it is the warhammer.
So,
All right, Lucian, give that warhammer to the man who can hit stuff with it.
He grabs it and he's like, and he starts dragging it over.
Luthok, maybe
Stands
you
it,
should take
hands
that
up,
from him.
just handle up.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Here you are. Not a word.
I take it.
And he just turns and walks away.
I lift it up.
oh god.
I have the power
Where'd you hear
of
that?
wind. What?
Where'd you hear that?
He says it's magical.
Okay.
He turns and he's, now remember, relics are especially powerful items. Anybody can cast the spell if it's a relic, which is why it makes them so valuable. The spell is imbued with all the triggers when they're made.
I have magic now?
It even allows people to cast spells if they're not normally capable of casting them because the spell is already there.
What?
I'm a wizard too!
Welcome to the club.
And you guys actually know that, technically, as casters.
Oh, this
It
is
means
awesome.
that technically there's relics in the world with spells like Wish attached to them that anybody can cast. They're very rare, but they're out there.
And the other one cast Glyph of Warding. That might be useful if we're in a pickle. But
That's a key.
it's what it does is it kind of protects the area around us. It lets us know when things might come closer. But so we're in a dwarven vault cave thing, vault place, and yes, this is terrible and terrifying.
Yeah, that's Helga right there.
Well, I'm gonna look at the statue. Is there any dwarven writing on the statue?
No,
Okay. Isn't a dwarven writing anywhere in the room, really?
no, not just on the outside of the door.
Okay. Well then. So, I woke up to your guys arguing. What was going on?
Oh, we were discussing.
How foolish it is to keep going when
It's
We
either we
have-
keep going or we go back to green test.
Who's
Green.
spending hit die, by the way, in your short rest?
All of us, including our first.
I don't know what his health is at. That's the problem. He can do it later when he gets here.
Yeah, when he gets here, we'll just say he
He
spent
can
it.
choose to if he
I'm
spent
full.
it.
And as we're spending hit dice, I kind of just like, hold up.
Song of Rest.
I have a song of rest. As
I never got that.
you can add d6 to your hit dice. Currently.
Oh, I'm full health.
Oh, what? Oh,
That's what I was offering.
That sucks, brother.
Well,
Yes. 80. I'm gonna spend another one. Oh, dice. I got an 8 plus 3. 11.
Don't forget to add your d6.
29. I only get it once.
Yes.
And one last one. Oh, God. 2.
I rolled a 1 on your d6, but
2. So 5.
10 HP.
Weak. So I get 1 stat. 1 HP blowbacks. Alright.
that's alright.
So Lucian, do I just want no, like, I haven't really had the power of magic before. What can I just say, hey, do it, hammer, or something? Like, is there a keyword or a phrase or something?
I think relics and go kind of on intent.
Oh, it goes off into... Okay.
You kind of just focus on what you want.
Oh, I'm new to
Yes,
this.
what the scholar said.
Yeah, I'm new to this whole magic thing, so that's cool. All right, wind
So
wall.
lucky.
I know,
Like
right,
to have a
Louis?
magical
You want to try a swing?
Ugh. Magic.
No, don't use it. Don't give that back to me. Last time I give my magical power to anybody. But anyway, we were discussing whether or not to run back the way we came
That's a terrible
and
idea.
try and leave.
Is
As all the goblins
I'm
come
less
home.
convinced of this terrible idea thing.
Well, as all the goblins come home from raiding the mountain, and trying to find us.
And they come to all their dead friends and start looking for us that way.
Yeah, and then, or we push forward with no real idea where we're going.
It sounds terrible either way.
Yeah, it really does sound terrible either way. But there are goblin
There is-
caves. There are multiple ways out.
There's
usually.
one good thing, though. That door was locked, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
The goblins couldn't get in.
Yes.
That door's shut now.
Don't know if it locks behind us.
But it means
Actually, Lucian.
that way doesn't have goblins.
Or it just comes out on the other side of this fortress right into their town.
It sounds like either way we're fucked. So I say we go to the door that might not have goblins behind it.
Okay. I'm gonna follow where the group goes because I'll die alone. But I want it on record as I think we should go back because we know the way back.
I would agree, and I put on record that I feel like that way might die more. So less die, more die. I feel less die.
What? You can't agree with me and then tell me to go forward.
he's a bard. They use their words for spells. He's trying to trick you.
Well, it's just either way.
See, even the orc gets it.
Either way, it just sounds bad, but I'm gonna have to agree with Riken. It's probably best that we head back because we have been told that if we get lost or don't know where we're going, and this was never on the map.
We were paid for 2 ogres and we have overachieved.
We have underachieved.
What?
Yeah, we're contracting. It doesn't matter what else you do. You have to get the 2 ogres or else they don't care.
No, you don't.
Oh, I don't know who I already do, but the ones I
Yeah,
already
we
do.
signed up for 2 ogres. I saw 1 dead ogre.
Yeah, well, tell her we killed 2. How will she know? And we killed the Chimera while we were at it.
Because she's going after their boss.
You took a trophy of the Chimera, right?
Did I?
Someone did.
No. I don't think I
I
did.
think
Lucian
Lucian
took some
did.
teeth.
Lucian took teeth.
And a dragon teeth.
The
Well,
dragon's
dragon head
teeth.
teeth. I mean, that's close, but my one, we have, I don't know.
I just don't understand why we're so bent on pleasing this woman that showed up in a goddamn tavern. What does she mean to you? Honestly.
No.
She means nothing to me. I don't give a shit if she likes me or not. I don't want to die for her.
We're not dying for her.
What are we dying for?
What we
You?
agreed
I
to.
want to do that even less.
No, we're agreeing to what we said we do.
No, not worth it. Because if I always do what I'm told and it gets me killed halfway doing it, what difference did it make?
Then you had no honor doing it.
So? What has honor bought you? You're a bard in some bullshit town on the frontier. You have nothing to your name.
I have absolutely everything to my name. I have
Yeah,
Out of
stories.
curiosity, did anybody at the table even remember why Kiamara sent you on the task?
She
Oh
was,
yeah, I do, because she was going after the boss.
She was going after
and
the real
the
threat.
ogres have been raiding the local area and like amassing like forces kind of thing and just like raiding villages and killing people and stuff.
And killing the 2 ogres would give her the opportunity to kill the bigger one, the leader.
Yeah, the boss.
The boss.
The boss.
If she can't handle an extra ogre, too bad for her. But I know we can't continue to just limp through whatever we've been doing.
Well, if we move forward, we could see like what if forward is a completely clear path right to the ogre and then out. You know.
Like I said, I'll go where you go. I can't make it alone, I know that. But when we go forward and we meet some horrible monster that she was willing to let a chimera guard. Someone was willing to leave that chimera up here to guard a piece of clay. Just saying.
Was it guarding a piece of clay or just like hanging out?
Who cares?
Or did he... Wait, piece of clay? What?
Oh, yeah, that goblin, not real.
Shit.
He,
Wait, are we sure? Was he a clay before or after?
Can't confirm. My dagger was not filled with blood. It was filled with clay. It
So-
was a fake.
Did he switch before or after we saw him?
I don't know,
Here's
he
the
has
question.
crazy druid magic.
That's a terrible
He
thing.
kept hiding from me. So you are
Maybe
right.
that's when he
might not
swapped
be.
out. He made the cloud, was like, alright, let me build a clay man. And then like was like, oh yeah, she'll fall for the clay man and booked it.
That is probably a good assumption, so we'll go with
And
that.
then he's like,
More than
hey,
that.
everyone, you're coming back? I totally found them. They're right over there. Let's all get together and wait for them to come out.
And then you two suggest, hey, let's walk into this ambush that we're definitely set up for ourselves.
Which is what you're suggesting.
No, I'm suggesting let's go back, not into the ambush where the druid knows we're coming to kill him.
But
Well,
he
we
was
know
not-
he didn't get through this door. We're pretty sure he didn't get through this door.
We're almost positive he didn't get through this door.
99.9%.
So we found the one room in this place they haven't been. Hallelujah.
Yeah,
But
we're
what do
lucky.
we do when we get out of this room? How can you assume that it's just going to be, we're just going to have a clear path to whatever we're trying to do. Nothing will hurt us and we'll be just fine. And we'll find an exit while we're at it.
It
Well,
sounds
I was just pointing out
It
that
sounds
we don't
like-
really know what's on the other side.
Guys,
Yeah.
I can always scout the area too.
No, we need to stick together, and it sounds like either way we're fighting. So let's go for the bloody front door. Or the door ahead of us.
Alright, heroic charge to your death. Great. Sounds awesome.
It
Sounds
does.
like the way to go. We'll die in this hole and no one will know whatever happened to us.
Perfectly fine, so we'll write a story about it. We'll go down in Legends.
What? What makes you think that, Bart? What in your
You hear
ridiculous
you suddenly hear Lilith break her silence and she starts laughing. She says, I might be coming around to the bard. I think he's adorable.
What? What
You
in
can
your
learn a thing or
brain?
two. Lighten up. You already died once.
I'm just. I'm so mad. I just walk away.
And I look around and go, is everyone ready for glory and death? Because it's probably through that door.
Let's see if we can even get through the door in the first place.
I walk up to that door. Is there a door
We
ready?
have this hour-long discussion. Can't even get through the door. Oh yeah, that door is locked all the time.
No, for the more or less, you can see the seams, but it seems to be a featureless door.
I attempt to just open the door.
Yeah, it doesn't open.
I speak friend and enter in Dwarven.
It doesn't work.
Yeah. Alfarius, pray to the door, let us through, let us out.
Yeah.
Farius clambers up, trudges over there, thud, 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 thud. Looks at the door again, grabs his holy symbol again.
I'm shockingly disappointed in you, Paladin. How could you not weigh in and want to save yourself? Open the door. Fine, open the goddamn door.
Glory and Legends!
Glory
Dying.
doesn't serve anyone if you're dead.
If I die, I know that I end up at Taylor's side.
And no longer able to help another person on this plane ever again. Congratulations, you failed as a paladin.
That's not true. I join our armies. And he prays, and the door begins to shimmer. And it slowly opens outwards and reveals another hallway, kind of similar to the one that you guys came through here.
See? No death!
Oh, we're just back in the fortress we were in before, yeah?
Perfect, let's keep going.
Very safe. It's a fortress.
It's a fortress that goblins haven't run into on this side here.
It's okay, Radkin. I feel the same.
Well, unfortunately for you, you're in front.
Mummy has 9 lives. It's fine. She
I-
told me one time.
That's a myth.
Do you know what?
She would lie to
I
you.
may have a song that might lift your spirits.
If you start singing to me, Bard,
It's a song.
I
It's
swear
beautiful.
to all the gods and whatever else is out there,
It's about a wonderful group of
I
gnomes.
will put a knife through your throat while you sleep tonight.
They're the best things.
A knife so deep,
A knife.
Should
But-
singing be a good idea, right?
and I will carve until your head falls off. I swear to you.
But we're the gnomes. We're the gnomes.
Why
and the
is
underdogs.
this a game? Why is our lives a game to you? Why are you fucking joking right now?
Because I'm gonna die.
We are all going to die.
And I don't want to be sad when I die. I want to be happy when I die. Okay? I want to look death in the face and go, "Hi, death. I'm dead."
I want you up front with the cat then. Because when the arrows start raining, I want them to hit you first. Because I want to watch you die. I want to watch you bleed.
I agree on one term.
What?
Oh shit!
You sing on my deathbed.
I promise you that, so you die, and I can break my word and piss on that grave.
I can't even handle
Walk
it.
forward, Bard. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of your jokes. We're all gonna die down here, and it's your fucking fault.
And there's nothing better
I feel a
but...
little bit awkward.
No, stop it.
So I'm just
Stop
going,
it.
I'm just
Stop what
going
you're
ahead.
saying right now. I don't want optimism from you. I want you to
So as
stop
this
walking.
spectacle is unfolding in the vault, you guys look back and you catch the back end of the Tabaxi's tail as she has already darted down the hallway.
Take
The
some
back end
initiative.
of
Follow
her.
the cat.
And you,
Great idea!
You just hear her going, "Should I sing?" As it gets fainter and she's running down the hall.
Oh goodness gracious!
Yeah, we should... That's bad. Let's go. And I walk after her.
Yeah, I follow.
And I look at Lucian. Lucian, come on.
I summon the sword into my hand, and I follow.
You see me walking, kind of little elbows out, kind of a little
So
happy
as
than I should be.
You follow the corridor, and once again you pass a multitude of different passages and assortment of different rooms, barracks. It looks like places where there might have been goods. You pass another shrine to Hillgrit. You find a forging room. The forge is cold, dark. The smithing tools, everything has been gone or removed. Spider webs, cobwebs. It looks like nobody's been here for hundreds, maybe thousands of years. Even. You make your way through what looks like a grand meeting hall, where there's a rotting old piece of wood that looks like it may have been a table where dwarves had gathered to either eat or maybe make war. Their tapestries are torn, tattered, falling apart. Parchments that you can't make out scattered around the rooms, dry ink wells and pens. The thick smell of heavy air and dust permeates most of the fortress as you make your way through.
Is there any way I can take a tapestry?
You can take a piece of one if you want. If you want to climb the 50-foot vaulted ceiling to get to it. Okay, make an athletics check. Actually, you have a climb speed of
20.
20?
20.
Make an athletics check, please.
Yes, sir.
These
Everybody
these
notices.
columns that lead up to the vaulted ceilings have no grips on them, by the way. They're smooth.
I was trying to think about doing a run jump.
So, you understand that your character is like 5'7", and the tapestries are 20 feet in the air, right? I just want to make sure you know. What's your standing jump?
What's your strength modifier?
-1.
So
Yeah.
1.
9 feet.
Yeah. So 9 feet. You can jump 9 feet. And
It's pretty good vertical.
that's pretty good vertical. Yeah. So you can attempt to jump
Yes.
onto this column and climb up?
Yes.
It's okay. No, I'm fine.
Alright.
But I think we're all gonna die.
Alright.
Yes.
5.
So you jump up and you start climbing and you get about halfway up there and you start sliding down and you guys hear her nails start carving into these stone columns, just tearing their way down like nails on chalkboard, and it's just so loud and you can hear it echo and crack and just go down these dead silent hallways just outwards. just super loud and obnoxious. She hits the ground.
Can anyone give me a boost?
I think
What?
we best not try that again.
No, please. Noise, bad things.
There's 3 exits in this room. There's one on
Don't do that.
the exact opposite side of where she's trying to climb up, and then there's 2 others, smaller doors as well.
I will admit defeat this time.
We'll get you a souvenir from somewhere else.
Yeah, the geometric shapes, and for something this abandoned for this long, and for it to be as
Pristine.
as pristine and still put together is an amazing thing to behold. The rectangular or octagonal columns and pillars everywhere.
Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted to. So there are 3 ways. Any suggestions on where we should go?
I have one brilliant idea.
I'm thrilled to hear it.
Exactly. So we're gonna
Be civil, gentlemen. Be civil.
we're gonna, in the words.
The difference doesn't make. There's no civilization down here. We're all gonna die.
Exactly. Perfect. So
Start
I pull
talking.
out 3 cards.
So you see, you hear Lucian out of the corner. Though. He's like, I don't really want to startle anybody, but it does look as though it might not be goblins or anything, but it does look like there are scrap heaps. There may be dire rats living in these ruins or these abandoned halls. So we should take care.
Fucking fantastic.
Perfect. So here, pick a card.
I'm not-
Help you kill us.
No, we're just gonna go straight. Let's go
And then you
straight.
suddenly hear he's like, I think they're droppings. He's from the corner.
So, the
There's a
card.
lot of them. They're big.
I laugh, and so I have cards 1, 2, and 3 pulled out. With no one cares about this.
And you hear Alferes, yeah, they are big. Can confirm.
I have ace 2 and 3 in my hand. Ace being left, 2 being center, 3 being right, and I mix them up real quick. And I pull one.
What'd you pull? Did you forget the cards?
I pulled the 2. Looks like we're going set straight. Ah, see? You agreed anyway. Straight ahead.
Told you. Prophetic.
So the cat, the tabaxi once again, starts taking off down the center hallway, and you guys go to catch up to her.
Just keep an eye out for, anything strange, traps and such.
Like giant
Nice.
droppings.
Yeah, do I notice on the middle path that there's a lot
Yeah.
of feces on the floor?
No, you don't see any.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like dire rats hang out here.
Great.
Ain't no
So,
dire rats.
for the most part, the tattered remains and things, it looks like you haven't seen any real signs or identifiers of what this place used to be or who used to really inhabit the area. Everything seemed to have been moved into the vault, or anything else that couldn't be moved into the vault, you assume had been taken elsewhere when it was abandoned or conquered. Whatever happened in its long ages past. Welcome back, Paladin.
Yeah. Where was I?
Yeah, you were following after the. You were investigating dire rat shit with the sorcerer, and then you guys left. Yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah.
So to quickly recap, beat the Chimera, went downstairs, found this weird door. You prayed, said some holy shit. It was a ward, so your holy shit got us through the door. We go in the door, and then there's a shrine to this girl that's a dwarf that I wrote down, Helgrit the Anvil. Lucian does a bunch of book stuff, because that's what he does. Helps us figure out what we found. We found some money, some potions, some scrolls, some items.
Give you a basic quick rundown. 2,900 copper, 1,400 silver, 150 gold, bunch of perfume, fine clothing, furs, supreme potion, burning hands, remove curse, cure wound scrolls.
That's all great. But
And you took a short rest, so if you want to
Then
spend your
took
head
short
down.
yeah, okay. That's all I wanted to know.
And you
Yeah.
get an additional D6 due to my Song of Rest.
Yeah. We took a short rest.
Yeah.
Thought about which way we're gonna go. Goblins are coming back from their hunting and stuff, probably looking for us. Rock Bar? Yeah, he was a clone. He was like
He's
a
a fake
mud
druid
clone,
creature.
like a fake. He made a mud goblin,
I didn't
and
have any
then
blood on my
Lumi
dagger.
killed the mud goblin instead of him. So he's somewhere. Don't know where. He's somewhere. And then, so we got through this magical barrier. Then we thought about where we were going to go. And they were like, well, back's probably deadly. And he's like, forward's probably deadly. And he's like, what? Do you think our lives is the game? And I was dying. And then something happened, but I couldn't tell because I was like totally like out of it, dying with laughter.
In that perfect moment, I basically said that, yes, we're going to die.
Yeah.
So let's just go die.
Yeah,
and be
so-
legends.
Did you guys like position the bodies in that throne room to make it look like the Chimera had like freaked out and it killed the clone and the bugbears?
No, we're not creative.
Fuck.
I'm a half orc. My intelligence is 8.
That's what
that
they
way?
need another player at the table for.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
so anyway,
The DM is
You know
different.
What, you know what else I feel like? If I had someone else to help argue my point, we wouldn't be going forward. Like that.
Oh no. I played the paladin part. You made your decision. You decided that an honorable death in service of your god is for the greater good is much more important than surviving the next day. Because you end up at Taylor's side, regardless of what he believes.
Yeah, but how do we get out of here?
forward.
So
We're
that's
going
what
forward.
So that's what they're. So that's what you guys have been doing.
forward.
Yeah.
You explored through multiple chambers and hallways, trying to make the best direction that you can, and kind of drawing maps and keeping track where you're going. And then you had come in, and you guys were exploring this grand hall that looked like it might either been used for feasting or for meetings or something. Now you're finally making your way, and you start to see identifiers and markings and things, and these emblems on the walls. And this you pick up on the people who can read and write Dwarven that it's basically, it seems as though you have run into the long abandoned ruins of Citadel Varakthor. And you're not, it doesn't really ring a bell to you for the most part, but it seems to be that's what you've located. And you've accessed deeper recesses of this long abandoned Dwarven city, as opposed to just it being this bastion, this defensive bastion on the exterior. It was probably one of dozens of similar style little forts that were used to defend it before it was abandoned.
But we're in it to win it now.
Yep.
Yo, we in too far, right?
We went
no
too
turn back.
far. Could never go too far enough.
I pray
So,
I get
you
new
eventually
eyes.
come to a large set of heavily reinforced doors made of pure adamantine. And as you can see that they're locked, and you can see the rotating mechanisms and heavy counterweights that were used to open this door. And reading the inscriptions and the light, you can see that this connects to, probably long lost or forgotten, connects to one of the old grand highways that the dwarves used to move trade between the separate citadels in the 3rd or 2nd Age. So on the opposite side of this door is a connection to the Dwarven kingdoms.
Hi.
That looks like safety's on the other side.
Oh, does it?
Absolutely.
Can you see through that door?
Magic.
I magicked it. New shirt.
I investigate the locking mechanism.
Okay, make an investigation check. What are you looking for?
I
Like
want
how
to
it
see-
operates to open it, or
Yes.
okay.
21.
21. For the most part, you see the levers and you kind of explore it and look at it, and it's from this side. It's pretty simple. You're pretty sure you can open it. It's meant to be unlocked from the inside, so there's nothing really stopping you from doing so.
Now, guys, this is a simple door that I can pickpocket. But is everyone ready to proceed through?
Absolutely.
This does look like it's going to lead us to quite the place.
Well,
I...
smells shitty back there, so let's just go forward.
Hey, before we open this door, we should get a quick inventory of supplies. Everybody all set for a fight? There's something bad
Well,
on the other side.
I'm carrying.
You got
Lumi has
crossbow
all the
bolts?
potions right now.
You got all the crossbow bolts and stuff
And,
this time?
I'm carrying
Yeah,
one potion.
I have
of healing.
Lucian's.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no magic.
We should distribute the potions and the spell scrolls before something happens and Lumi is caught in a precarious situation.
Could I kindly have those spell scrolls? Wow, a few of them.
Well, this one,
Lucian's Seems
Burning hands goes to
Scrolls.
evolution.
You magic people take a look at it. I
I'll take the cure wounds and remove curse. He can take the burning hands.
I take the fur and I just throw it. It's not my thing. Anybody want it?
The
I
what?
already have fur.
Yeah, what type of fur?
Just furs.
It's just furs.
It's just furs. It's like dwarven furs. Or furs. Furs.
Maybe it's
They're
direct
They're animal
furs.
pelts.
Animal pelts?
Yeah, they're animal
Yeah,
pelts.
just some
Like
basic,
elk or
simple
stag
animal
and bear.
Did somebody
and
say
bull
fur?
pelts. Yeah.
Yeah.
My kitty.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take them.
They're worth about 25 gold pieces.
But what about all the health potions, Amanda?
Drink them?
What do you mean? What about them health potions?
She's
You
like, I already
probably.
drank them.
What?
I was thirsty.
I
Taste
seem
that
to be
grape
doing
juice.
okay. So I'm gonna give one to you because you are always in the front of the battle. So
Regular one or supreme?
Supreme.
Well, no.
Alright.
Thalen,
And a D6.
you seem to be getting yourself in trouble, so you had the other Supreme.
There's only one
There's only
supreme.
one supreme healing potion.
Oh.
The other
One
two were
supreme.
regular.
Oh, that's right. Get a regular.
And don't forget desert, right?
Desert.
Desert and Aliolo burger.
Ale burger.
Ollie burger.
Alioli burger. Bought the
You-
supreme.
Yeah. And then the other potion, Riken.
I have one.
You already have one? Alright. Here you go.
Yep, dibs. Thank you.
No problem.
Did you declare thine holy dibs?
And
Yes.
then Lucian gets the spell scroll of Burning Hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I do
I'll make a
like
note.
a dibs.
And I assume he gets the, he also gets the relic for Glyph of Warding, I would
Yep.
assume as well. And he also got the spell scroll, Dispel Magic as well.
Which I currently have. I believe. No. Wait,
No.
there was another spell scroll? Dispel magic?
No.
Or so there's
I have it on my list.
Oh.
Yeah,
Here.
it said it was. There was another one, and you guys said no, there wasn't.
There
I was like, I could have swore there was.
There was, yeah. So
Dispel magic, burning hands.
And Remove Curse and
Mhm.
Cure Wounds were the spell scrolls
Yeah.
that you all found.
Yeah. So you said he has burning hands, dispel magic,
And the glyph, the relic, the
Relic.
rusted key.
Glyph.
Yep.
The rusted magical key capable of casting Glyph of Warding. Yeah, relics come in all shapes and sizes, you never know. Whatever the wizard fancied.
hmm
Does that sound good for everyone?
Yeah. Good call, Furnace.
Super.
Now is everyone ready? As I
Now
examine
we
the door again.
now that we've distributed everything, yeah, I think so.
We also have two other ways back too, so we can just keep going straight too, though.
Hey, what's up, Cortino?
Hi.
See you're in there.
Hello, buddy.
Portino!
But yes.
Yeah, we're ready. Let me pick that lock.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah,
then
it
you
is.
see her and then you see her examine and then she just goes ping with her nail. Goes in there, up, down, left, right, swiggle, 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 click.
Okay. Yeah, so the counterweights start dropping, clicking down, and the doors shift heavy. Dust falls from the ceiling. Just they start slowly but surely sliding open, sliding apart. And there's a hit of stale air as it comes into the room. And it opens up into a vast, wide open chamber with a roof that is probably 100 feet tall, and these massive stone pillars line the entire length of this grand hallway, decorated in Dwarven emblems as it runs left to right.
Are those emblems in Dwarven? I mean, do they actually translate into something?
Yeah,
Could I read?
Grand Hall.
Grand.
It looks like this was the Grand Hall. Interesting.
It looks fancy.
It's a Grand Hall of a Dwarven fortress.
For such little people.
Oh, I wouldn't call it little.
I like it. I step in
Absolutely.
and I yell out,
Oh dear God.
"Hello! Hello!"
Yeah, your voice reaches and then just goes. You look around, trying to squint, picking up the backlight illumination of her witch's stone, and the light, the little bit that it goes and spreads up, and it doesn't seem to have been traveled in nearly as long as probably the fortress has been abandoned. There's no signs of passage. There's no signs of anybody have come through here.
Oh, these look ancient. This is great.
The whole place looked ancient. What's the stonework like now?
It's still the same standard geometric patterns that they use.
All right.
Octangular, squared, or and multi-layered. Most of the walls seem to be perfectly aligned and carved, and these stones fit the same size and width with no deviations whatsoever, and all of it seems to be in perfect shape and health. Maybe dirty or smudged, but for the most part there's no cracks, no wear, no tear in anything that you guys have come across. Only very, very minor imperfections have you seen the entire way through the old fortress, citadel.
And it's still the same granite as that was up top?
The same granite?
Yeah.
It's the same stone.
Alright.
It doesn't seem to have changed texture or color.
As long as we're under the same fountain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well then, so it's just this giant hall, and is there a direction that we can go?
Yeah, left or right?
Well, again, I have a solution for this.
God.
And I pull out a coin. Damn, my coin.
Animal-friendly environment.
Earthquake.
So I pull out my lucky coin. I actually pull it out. You see me pull out a necklace as I pop it out. And I just whisper, "This is the one time I really need you, Titan. Give me a little bit of luck." And I toss the coin up, and I hold out my hand as it lands. And before it lands, I say, "Heads left, tails right."
Nah, fuck that.
Tails left, heads right.
Nah, fuck that. Listen. Can we figure out which way is north or south down here?
A lot of twists and turns, a lot of
Matter of fact, I got it.
rolling on the floor.
Is anybody familiar with Dwarven architecture?
No.
No, not a little.
Not enough to know. I know
Yeah.
about their language.
How about this?
Lucian's proficient in history, though, right?
Yeah.
Can you make a history check for me?
What? So it's like as we walk through the door, like even just step through, if I like turn around and I look
Behind you?
Yeah. Is there like any wording up there? Like
Yeah. Yes.
Leave to so and so.
It says Grand Hall, Citadel Vrector.
He rolled a 14. He has a +3, so 17.
17? So, yeah, so Lucian, he kind of comes forward and have we seen any deviation in the way that the writing is running along the walls or such? Has anybody noticed anything of the like?
Deviation?
I don't know, maybe the dude who can read it. What's up, Elf?
I look up at the wording. Is there any deviation?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the wording deviates just a bit.
Yeah, so he's like, I've been slowly but surely going through this tome, considering its relevance. It's a long shot, considering how old it seems to be, but in some of the citadels, like Iron Falls, when they're trying to give a direction or point northward, they direct stones. There will be certain stones that run a certain way, par to others, so that they can keep direction when they're building. So if we look hard enough, there may be a column nearby that actually has maybe a rune out of place or a stone out of place to denote which way is north or which way is south for them.
Everybody split up.
A group chat or something?
Yeah.
Everybody split up.
I catch my coin.
Yeah. So Grand Hall is about 50 feet wide from side to side, and obviously as far as you can see left and right, outside of as long as your dark vision goes. So let's get a group investigation check.
Do I have to participate?
Yes.
Left,
It's a
or
group
right
check.
column?
It's left. It's left column. I caught the coin.
all right. Well, you check the left one then.
It's left. The
Yeah.
left is the right way.
Okay.
The coin says.
Oh
You
shit!
can bet on it.
Okay. I'll grab a dice then off that convincing argument.
So 19.
Seven.
Hmm.
Hot shit over here.
11.
Yeah.
Average. 7. Yeah. Shit.
7 twins.
I did one for Lucian too.
Okay.
I hope that's not a problem.
Uh,
I squat
did
down.
Luke
I
roll?
look at this pole and I'm like, whoa!
No.
Here, I'll run.
I rolled 15 and Lucian rolled a 19.
14 plus whatever her modifier is. 14 plus whatever her modifier. So it's probably 2, I believe. Since this was actually, so it should be higher. It should be 3.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. That's not the right character.
At a -1.
That's not the right character. That's not the right character. That's not the right character either. Wow, there's a lot of characters in there. I should probably stop going back and look somewhere else.
Yeah. Stop reading through her diary.
So, the opposite way. To the front. There goes the page. Apologies. Alright, here we go. This looks right. Investigation?
Yep.
She has a +3. She is so smart.
17.
So 17.
17.
Yeah.
So 15, 17, and 19 on this side of the table. What?
Hey, that's much better.
All right. So
OG represent.
you hear Lumi call out. She's like, no, I think this is it. And she has the witching stone. She's like holding it here. And Lucian comes over with the book and he starts flipping through the pages and starts comparing. And you can see in the stonework that there's basically this piece. And without holding light directly to it, it's hard to notice, but it's slightly darker than the rest of the stone. And he says, yeah, that matches the description. It's darkened when light's applied directly to it. It appears as though it's onyx in nature, and they call them north stones, and they put them in places where dwarves would know to look for them and how to find them and navigate them. So he says, so right is north, and normally these halls run north to west. So we're basically in the center of the citadel, so we should find an exit either direction out of the citadel.
So now you know which way is north, Alfarius. What
Yeah.
do you propose?
Well, from where we are in the world, I mean, what's north of us besides more mountain ranges?
What's north?
Yeah.
Like directly north? Like if you were to run along the Gray Spires, like all the way up?
Yeah.
You would
Citadels and
no, you would yeah. Eventually, if you went north far enough, assuming that this is still connected, considering how old it is, it might connect to Iron Falls. If you go far north enough, you would hit Citadel Iron Fall, and the end of the Gray Spires would lead you to Kriat and Ervan Telethir and the Northern Wilds, and then the Glacier Peaks a few hundred to 1,000 miles past that.
And the other way, south.
It'd take you all the way down to Suan if you followed the Gray Spires all the way down. But if you would hit the pass first, or multiple passes, the Long Valley Pass and the Eastern Imperial Highway, assuming there's an exit that far, or that the hall even runs that far. Based upon the book, it seems that though it would probably just each the edge of their outer walls, and there would be a door which led you back into the shallows.
Alright.
West or north?
South or north.
South.
Yeah, south north.
From here, at least. There could be other
Yeah.
Could have to be
connectors.
deviations. So the question is, so if we think about it,
Like there could be, like they said, since these are the outer walls of the Great Citadel that you would reach,
Yeah.
there could be a dozen or so of those smaller bastion forts covering important causeways or paths of travel outside through the Underdark or the Shallows.
You know, worst comes to worst, I'd rather end up in Iron Falls.
north.
Well,
It's secure.
I'm trying to remember. What's her face? She was talking about where the ogres were attacking. Wasn't that north? To the north?
No.
I think that was to the west.
To the
Nope.
west.
Not
Nope.
To the south.
Nope.
I'm gonna keep going.
There's
East.
one left. It's east.
Or did you not say it all? The outer regions, something like that. I don't remember specifically. I'm half orc.
The ogres were extorting small villages and hamlets outside of Breathort, which is south from Greencrest, in the
Breathort.
Central Vale.
Yeah.
South of Greencrest, and we went up the mountain, which is north, right?
Northwest.
Northwest. So if we head south, we'll be heading towards the direction of
The ogres.
the ogre.
The ogres. Let's go south. Let's go south.
And if you remember, Taiki said south. Left. I say left.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
I will go where we go.
You don't sound happy.
I don't know. If we were gonna split off, here's the perfect place because this seems pretty safe.
Oh, does
Aside
that?
from dire rats.
Great. I think I'll go with you guys.
Cool.
All right, fair enough. Let's go south.
Again, I still think you should let me sing the song now.
Don't sing.
It's
Don't sing anything.
a beautiful song.
Does this look like a place where I feel like being entertained?
It'll boost our spirits. Rankin needs his spirits boosted.
I believe it would be a wonderful idea.
We sing all kinds of cadences when we're about to go kill a bunch of shit. It really gets us revved up.
Have you ever heard the one about the gnomes?
No, we don't sing about gnomes. We sing about like death and like pooping down throats and stuff.
That's terrible. Why would you sing about that?
Why?
Have you
It gets us turned up.
ever fought orcs?
Yeah.
You're old enough, I assume.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. They're orcs. I mean, he's not
But he's
quite
a civilized orc.
more than most, I admit, but
What are you talking about? Orcs are civilized. They have rules. They have civilization.
they have their own rules. True.
Yeah.
That's fair. So, and I called you a civilized orc. Are
Yeah.
you not a civilized orc?
I'm one of the few remaining civilized orcs. All these other freaking clowns bending to your ways.
Well, anyways, gentlemen,
So-
Alright,
I
Paladin.
believe we're going south.
Let's
I
go deeper.
walk towards left.
Insane?
And shall I say, might as well. As I begin walking forward, you hear me kind of begin a little chant, a little hum. And as I begin singing it more, you hear, "We're the gnomes in the..." My voice is terrible. "We're the gnomes in the Underdark. Oh, whoa! We're the gnomes in the Underdark. Oh, whoa!"
I definitely contemplate murdering him.
We're the gnomes of the Underdark. Whoa!
Yes!
I love this song.
You're getting it, Luthor!
Is that the last verse about tearing them apart and throwing them and playing catch?
The best part is, the verse can be whatever you want it to be. That's part of singing.
So you follow the Grand Hall for several, not even several, for about 4 hours. Not much of the scenery changes. You do pass other doorways, other doors that are locked and sealed. Most of them labeled with almost like an alphabetical order about them. You're not really sure what that means for the most part. Keep going. Eventually, you see fires at the end coming up about 200 feet away or so, and you can see that it looks like there are makeshift walls that have been built at the end of this grand hall.
They made from like scrap and bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does the bard stop?
Hey,
singing?
Bard,
Yeah.
keep singing. Walk forward. I'd like to know how many are in there.
Are you absolutely sure?
Dead? Serious? Do it.
Dead.
I walk back and I reach. Shall we go together?
Nope.
Well, then why not?
Because I'm asking you.
But I don't want to go alone.
You know,
As you continue to close the distance so that you can get within like real visual range, you can see that there are most definitely goblin barricades, and they've built a wall. Judging by the outside signs and the emblems similar to the ones you saw above ground, this is the edge of their territory and the beginning of their actual defense network.
Oh.
goblin pieces of shit. Lumi, go check it out.
You can see and hear that there's probably sentries up on the wall somewhere, but you can't really see them. They're small. You can see that there are arrow slits that they've fashioned into these walls, about one arrow slit every 10 feet or so, and then the wall runs all the way across the 50-foot grand hall.
So, you know.
And they seem to be about 20 feet high or so.
And so these walls of junk that they've fashioned into walls. Is there in front of it? Because you've mentioned how the dwarven halls were pretty clear and like clean, and they didn't really look super dilapidated or anything. Is there any kind of cover or
Just the
anything like
columns.
that approaching the wall?
Just the columns.
And is it just a one barricaded wall? There's real no way in.
You can't see a gate.
We should probably get closer and see what we can see.
Exactly. Lumi, get closer.
Go on all fours.
Use the pillars, Lumi.
And them pretty kitty eyes.
Pretty clear.
Make a stealth check.
Yes, sir.
That's cocked.
That's totally cocked.
Absolutely.
Roll again.
Slightly better.
14.
That's better than I thought.
So you use the shadows of the columns ahead of you being cast from the fires that they've put on, that they have going on the top of the barricades, and you dart closer and closer, and you get right next to the wall, and you start listening, and you pick up the distinct chatter of probably two goblins nearby to you, but you don't hear anything else within about 20 or 30 feet. You just hear them too. Right above you.
I look back to the group and I sign.
So you start seeing this cat make strange gestures you're not familiar with. You're like, is that military? What is that?
What is that? Is that a Beeps can?
How many paws is she holding up?
I don't know. I can't see in the dark.
I can't.
Yeah.
Can I actually just discern her paws and what she's making?
Yeah. I mean, it's well lit. The fire's above, cast outwards.
So she's holding up a V.
For victory, we should advance.
That is.
She's already eliminated.
Okay, so we should probably move up. Okay, now
You
she's.
first, yeah. Do that.
Okay.
I'm like, I wait back, like, come here. Just come back.
Yeah. You go back?
Yeah.
Alright, so she comes back.
What does this mean?
2 goblins!
Oh,
2 goblins!
Sorry, I thought you were saying
goblins!
you mean 2 goblins?
2.
1, 2. 2 goblins.
2. Where I come from, 2. This way.
Verbal barriers.
1, 2.
No, 1, 2.
1, 2. You have to remember, I only have 4 paws. 2.
You gotta remember I have 3 fingers. Claws. Dragon claws. 1, 2.
2.
Yeah, I got 5.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
There's 2 of
So-
them over there. I couldn't hear anyone else, but that doesn't mean there's anyone else over there.
I mean, we could get adventurers. I could make it appear as there's any sound on the other side of this wall.
We could.
We could walk up there and kill 2 goblins.
That's a win for today. And then we should go back to one of those side doors, see if you can pick it, we should see about camping out for the day.
I mean, we'll never make that deadline for what's her dick.
We're running slightly out of time.
I don't care about her.
Well, you've made that very clear.
Mm-hmm.
We went in, or actually we went over, and then we went back down, and then we went under, and then we went out, and now you want to go back in.
Yes.
That's a day of peace. And I need another long rest. I was tired to begin with today.
That's what the short rest was for.
No, I'm still a cranky dragon.
That's fine. That's the perfect time to push you into combat.
No.
He did seem a little snippy when he opened the door.
You just said that.
Riken.
Yeah.
You were just.
I'm not happy about my situation.
You're not happy about anything.
Should I be?
None of you are.
I'm.
Oh, I'm
Very
happy when I'm killing
Lucian,
goblins.
it sounds like it's time for Riken to consider retiring.
If this is all I have to expect, sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely right, kid. I've been doing this way too long.
Well then.
So what if I, Lucian, what if I make a sound nearby? Or something that pulls them away from this section of the wall, since it seems there's not a lot of sentries on duty at the moment. And it draws them away long enough for us to maybe climb the furthest section of the wall away from them. They might go investigate a simple sound. It doesn't have to be elaborate.
Oh, absolutely. Because worst case scenario, we just
Oh,
jump and beat the shit out of them.
I like climbing.
there were the dire rats. Make a squeak like a dire rat.
I was more thinking maybe the sound of something they might be more familiar with, or something that's more like maybe the sound of rubble shifting or crashing. A very simple sound.
No, you should
With
make
the
it.
wall, there should be no reason for them to be afraid of dire rats. As a matter of fact, the wall might be here for that very reason, because of the animals that might inhabit the ruins.
No, sound like their mothers. Like, if I hear my mom calling for me, I know I'm in trouble.
Ever the most perplexing enigma for me to unravel is a tabaxi.
You know how to speak goblin. You could be like, hey! Goblin children, come here!
They're not the most intelligent, but they are cunning to a degree. Just because they lack in their duties and they don't think the same way we do does not mean that they're not aware of who's on sentry duty or how many of them are here. We don't want to make it obvious. That'd be overplaying our hand. A simple sound, something they might investigate on a regular basis, like the shifting of rubble,
Maybe
would
something
probably be
like-
enough, just enough to garner their attention away from the wall.
With the kid.
Yeah, I can do that quite easily, actually.
I mean, I was planning on doing it.
I'll just climb.
As well. So make noise.
Simple cantrip to make the noise.
So let's prep and get to the far side that we're gonna try
Yes.
the opposite side.
Well, that's best thing to do is to get a little quiet.
Use the
Sneak over there.
distance
Yep.
to our advantage and then move up.
Let's sneak over there.
Sure will.
Yeah.
Sneakily.
Make stealth checks.
Sneakily, stealthily. I check.
I've been tired and grouchy
Yeah.
for so long.
Yeah.
Oh!
I failed.
We have crit fails.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
Everyone,
But me?
4 people crit fail right now.
Well,
Are
yeah.
they ability checks or are they saving throws?
It just says crit fail. I thought you'd have to double check.
See, can you confirm?
That's just a critical failure.
So the next dice roll would have been a crit. So there's a couple rolls ago that they should
Yeah, yeah,
have happened.
Well, we
Yeah.
remember now.
yeah.
We remember now.
On an important
See.
one.
Yeah, on an important one.
On one that really means something, not like a language or a North check. But
Yeah, but like
do we get up
stealth.
to this wall quietly?
Yeah, yeah, no. No, we don't.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I was never gonna get up there quietly.
No.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, let's be honest. We're the stomping stalkers. We weren't gonna be successful anyway.
Stop it,
I
stop
don't know why we still tried stealth.
She should stealth.
Yep. I got 20.
We should
No,
not.
remember that one time she tried to stealth, and that other time it
Theo,
just most
Mustok, Riken, Alfres all have crit fails.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did I pass?
So,
Sorry, guys.
1, 1, 1 pass. So 4 ones, a pass, and something else.
So
The
they
wall
look over the
just-
I'll just
wall.
kill
We try and climb the wall, it just collapses out from under us. We're just like, oh,
Alright.
fuck.
Tip it over.
You guys
Like the
can be the
sandlot.
distraction. I'll kill him. I got 2 daggers.
Okay. All right.
I got the hammer.
Get the hammer.
The hammer.
4 1s and a 14.
4 1s and a 14.
I got
Yep.
a 20.
Brutal. So, you prepare to climb the wall, and you get your climbing ropes and stuff ready, and you throw them up there and latch them on some of the posts. And and like sticks and stuff that they've used to just build this barricade and this wall. And Lucian gets ready, and he makes the noise, and you guys hear off in the distance, like as far away as you think, you hear this crack and this drop and the sound of like rocks collapsing and hitting the ground. And Lumi hears the goblins immediately shift. One of them says, "We should go look at that." And they start running along the wall up at the top, far away from you. You guys get to the top, you climb over, you get up there, Lumi gets over the top, Lucian comes in at the back, starts climbing the rope, Luthot climbs over the top, followed by Thalen, Riken comes up, and then we're going to take a break.
And then Alpharius?
And we're going to take a break.
Yeah, you don't stop there.
Yeah, we do. Alright, so we're going to take a 15-minute intermission so that we can use the restroom, snacks, do whatever we need to. We will be back, and we will find out the exciting conclusion to the Alpharius' critical fail.
Oh, and
all of us.
All of these critical fails
Uh,
were brought to you by Prepaid Desert.
Yeah,
yeah.
God damn it.
yeah,
It makes
Well,
it interesting. So.
I'm okay.
yeah. That was super interesting.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's what's up. We'll
Mhm.
find a different way over this wall.
Yeah, he's going to go through it. Either way. Alright, we're going to take a 15-minute intermission. We'll be back as soon as possible. Thank you for joining us and hanging out. Hope you find it entertaining. The group has come full circle, square. I don't know. You know, they've came under, around, through. It's great. You know, all because of one failed perception check on the guard duty. Dungeons and Dragons is unpredictable. It's great. All right. So, yeah, we'll see you back. I hope you hang out through the break. And 15 minutes starting now.
15 minutes.
All right. We'll see
I'll
you
be
guys later.
back.
Bye.
Hey.
All right, we are back. Took a little bit longer than usual. We apologize, but you know we got stuff we have to take care of off screen at times, and technical difficulties and issues and things like we need the time sometimes. So I apologize. But if you're still there and you're still watching, thanks for hanging out. Everybody on Twitch, everybody on Mixer, we appreciate you. We love you. If you like what you've seen so far, we'd appreciate you dropping a follow on our Twitter, on here on Twitch, or on Mixer. You know, tell your friends about it if you enjoy the kind of content that we're producing and you enjoy. I don't know. I'm going to make up a new word and call them idiatrics. So it's a blend of idiocy and theatrics.
I like
Idiatrics.
Idiatrics that we go into. I like it.
I
TM.
like it.
Yeah, trademark idiatrics.
idiatrics.
Or,
I'm
you know,
implying theatricness.
Yeah. And if we get to 250,
giveaway.
there will be a giveaway on our next
Giveaway.
episode. So
We
if we hit
decided-
250, it's not going to happen right now. But on our next episode, next Friday, there will be a giveaway.
Well, we decided we're going to give away a copy of Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica,
Yeah.
right? And a copy of Dungeon of the Mad Mage, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of each. So giveaway for one of each books. It's a pretty good deal.
Nice.
The newest modules and newest adventures. Ravnica, it's a cool setting. Kind of looked through the book. I've read through the whole thing already and, you know, discussed it. It's a cool setting. High magic, high tech. So you can really just go nuts with like airships and fucking whatever, man. You can do whatever you want. It's a pretty neat setting. It's a little limited in scope, so the DM has to do a lot of work to make everything in Dungeons and Dragons fit it, but it seems like a solid setting. If you're a fan of Magic the Gathering, Ravnica's the way to go. For sure. It's got some cool lore and it's got some new races in there. You kind of... Minotaur is pretty interesting. Minotaur.
Minotaur.
But, yeah.
Yeah, but that disadvantage on tartar sauce saves is really rough. Tartar
Yeah, what he
sauce.
said.
They're definitely
Okay.
allergic to tartar sauce. I don't know if you realize that about minotaur tars.
Minotaur,
Mini tartars.
Yeah, especially the mini tartar tars.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
How do you not know about the
I just-
mini tours? I had a seizure half.
There's a video by Tabuscus about mini tartars and how they're definitely allergic to tartar sauce.
See, I've never
Look
watched
it
that.
up.
'Cause
Find it. Homework.
And
Not doing that.
But
it's one of those things.
all that
one of
aside,
the reasons the internet's great.
yeah, we appreciate you coming back. If you stuck through the break, we love you. Drop a follow, all the people, Sieg and Prepaid and Ollie Burger, and you guys are awesome. I enjoy the chaos that you sow. The party, not so much.
Prepaid.
But
you've
I am
successfully
also
described.
indifferent as to whether or not their characters live.
And then if you see anyone with dash leg act in the chat, that's us. So
That's all.
Those are the
you have a
players.
direct line. We are watching, like how
To Cortino.
Cortino
And
Arts,
Cortino as well.
and then Sigwarhite just rolled another 12.
That's
So
what I'm talking about.
yeah,
But
They're stacking up, man.
But prior to that, as a gift for his destruction, he did kindly gift us a health potion.
yeah, he did. He did.
3 of them, right?
He's abusive.
Total of, I think, 3 total. But 3 total, I'd have to double check with him to
That's
make sure. Because I was looking back and it might have been his first one he bought like earlier. And so he's counting it total.
Either way.
Either way, but yes.
So,
we
see, you're
appreciate it,
listening. You know what we're talking about. You let us know.
Yep. We love you.
Almost
love
all
all
the
of you.
time.
Kind of.
So,
But back to the game.
Yeah.
Back to the game.
To the game.
So, you climb up,
Yeah, 4.
pulling up on the plank. You're coming over, drop down onto the top of the barricade, and you crash straight through it. Yeah! It snaps inwards. You tumble to the ground, you hit the ground, and you take... you take 2 bludgeoning damage from the fall as you crash straight to the ground into collapsing what seems like a little hut of some sort. And it feels like you landed on something. Might have broken your fall. Seems kind of soft and squishy.
Penguin.
It's not moving anymore. But so as you guys watch, Alfarius hit the deck and just breaks straight through it, tumbling, slams on the ground, smashes this tent. You hear it from the heavy armor and impact of the dragonborn.
I look. Is there light in the tent?
No, it's dark.
I feel it. I feel it with
Yeah.
my hands as I'm like.
Oh yeah, you definitely landed on a goblin, for sure. It was just laying there or whatever, sleeping probably.
Oh.
But you killed it. Killed the fuck out of it.
Insta-kill.
Insta kill.
Insta kill.
And if we were keeping track of XP, it'd probably be worth XP.
I'm like the biggest fucking dragon out here.
Forrest, are you okay down there?
Shh, we're supposed to be incognito.
Come on, get out of there. Quit playing around.
Is there a flap to this tent?
Yeah, for sure.
I grab the body. Whatever's left of this smushed. Because I'm sure everything hurt it. And I throw it out the flap.
Okay.
And then I come walking out. Large and composed by, mind you.
Yeah, composed.
Chainmail.
brush your scales.
Yeah. Get my horns just right.
Yeah.
Sure I got nothing on them. There we go. And I guess I'll have to crouch a little bit to get out.
Yeah, it's a
Then I
small
stand
tent.
up. What do I see?
As you guys had scaled the wall, looked outward, you can see that there seems to be the wall seems to be protecting one side of what looks like a large cross section, where maybe it's crossing over with another grand hall, but upon further investigation and really taking a minute, you realize that it looks like you have stumbled upon the center, maybe bazaar or market of the Citadel, where it used to be. But there's nothing but tents, shanty towns, and goblins, all that you can see. But at the other end, all the way across, you can see that seems to be a large building that has been decorated with all sorts of nonsense. And it just stands out like a sore thumb. With raging fires and this effigy of like some huge goblin made out of like trash out front.
Oh, fuck.
So it's just a sea of goblins between us and our goal. I'm so glad we went forward, you know?
It sounds.
You first, Bard. Go. Lead the way. Our lives don't matter.
I didn't say it didn't matter. I just said we'd be legendary. That's all I said.
No one will know when we're dead. No one will know.
Everyone will know. There'll be songs that will be sung.
Nope.
So how do we want to do this?
It does appear that you have arrived though late. Like they've already all come home, and it seems as though it's quiet and dark for the most part. So, there's that going for you.
Boom. Quiet.
Yeah, you can see that there are some goblins on the streets, or whatever makes up the idea of what seems to mirror a small intersection alley or street in this. All these tents and houses made of wood and refuse, but it seems for the most part the goblins may have already batted down for the night as a city.
So,
Perfect time.
at a glance, how close together are all these tents and hovels, and how flammable do they look?
They're all pretty flammable. Distances between each set differ. There's no real symmetry or design to the way everything's laid out. It's kind of erratic.
But they're pretty smushed in together, pretty
Yep.
dense.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Well, let's burn it down.
That's one way to solve a problem.
We're gonna burn this whole city and then walk back and wait for it to burn.
How about we burn it, and while it's burning and they're all freaking out, we move around. Use it as a distraction.
I'm hoping a lot of them die in the fires. Or leave.
Could wake them up too.
And warn the others.
Well, Lucian has burning hands, so maybe what we do, we try and sneak by. But as a fallback, Lucian just burns everything because he seems to like that kind of shit.
Okay.
Just sets everything on fire. We're just out.
It works.
Except for then we're in the middle of the fire while it burns.
We'll burn in
Well,
glory.
we'll do like a back burn thing. Like as we run, he's like, ha 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 ha, fire, ha 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 ha. Like I'll like strap him to my back, and he'll be like shooting stuff or something.
Blocking our escape if we need it.
No, we're running the other way. Wherever the fire is, I'm running the other way. I don't know about you.
No, you do. I think we should just burn it down.
Alfarius.
I'm down below.
Oh yes.
But
You're down there looking around. Doesn't seem to be any guards or sentries nearby.
Also, we should probably, I don't know, maybe help Alfarius. He's out.
we should probably move because those guards are going to come back.
Actually, that's a good idea. Let's move. And what's the drop from the thing where I'm at to the ground?
Top of the wall.
It's a wall, so it was 15 feet high. No, 20 feet high.
Is there a ladder nearby?
Yeah.
Go down the ladder.
Little goblin ladder.
Yeah.
Yep.
I stay, I
The
stay up.
small, lightweight half elf goes down the goblin ladder. Thief.
Easy.
Next,
Yeah, I go.
then I'll go down the ladder.
Okay.
I stay up.
Alfarius?
Yeah.
I think we should burn this whole place down.
That is a great idea.
I
like that.
Oh. I think we got her.
So, are we committed to this deadline? I've settled on that we're apparently going to kill the ogre. That's just what we have to do. But I don't care about meeting that person on time. We'll be there late. The job will get done. Whatever.
Acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, what if we burn him out here, and then we catch the ogre back out top when it leaves? Where's he going after this?
No, we don't even know if that hut is that weird thing over there all lit up is where the ogre even is.
No, we don't.
I'm down for burning it. I want to burn it.
You know what? I'm going to say it again. If the ogre isn't here, but we've burned down an entire village of goblins, we've done a fucking enough to earn our pay.
How do goblins respond to fire? Well, have I ever seen? Do I know if this is like an effective strategy for confronting goblins? I don't think we.
You're pretty sure goblins burn to death just like most other humanoids.
Yeah. No. I see cockroaches scattering from the light.
Cockroaches aren't humanoids.
Yeah. No. Mentally,
Right.
goblin cockroaches. It's an analogy.
That's a big word.
Analogy.
Well, even if it makes them scatter, they'll be out of our way.
You're
Alright.
positive. You're positive it would create a significant panic.
All right. Well, it may be. Yeah, both ways could go horribly wrong. So,
For the most part, not every goblin in Goblin Society is some sort of warrior, so only the most dedicated goblins would even consider doing anything other than fleeing. And that's not saying much considering their nature. But if they feel like if they decide their backs to the wall, or this place is something important, they might do everything they can to fucking kill you or hunt you down for the rest of your life. Just depends.
well, yeah, it'll piss them off. That's for fucking sure.
Is you
We haven't been good at sneaking around. I'll be honest.
While they're discussing everything, because I stayed on top because I just wanted to make sure no one's coming, can I do an perception check just to make sure
Sure.
nothing is coming?
Sure. You can do whatever you want.
13.
It doesn't seem like anything has truly really responded. Maybe they're used to hearing noises like this on a regular basis, or maybe they didn't really hear. He did hit a tent and then land on the goblin.
Let's so if we're gonna burn it down, it's like if we try and sneak, that kind of stuff's gone horribly wrong before too. So, yeah, fire. We have an escape route, kinda.
I'm feeling a little bit more lucky when it comes to sneaking this time around.
Don't listen to him. I'm done listening to you.
Oh no, we burn it. Then even if we die, the goblins lose their village. It works.
So I come on down after making sure the coast is clear, because after such a loud noise, I come down and rejoin back with the group saying, I would think that kind of sound would have caused commotion, but it just doesn't look like there's any movement at all.
A goblin's life is commotion.
But
Yeah, this is goblin construction.
it's just too quiet. It does not make me feel comfortable at all. Burning might be an assuring factor, but
She's sneaking in that hut over there. Tell us what you see.
okay.
damn.
Okay.
Go up to that.
Here,
go
man,
up
stealth
to
check.
that. I will make that stealth check. It is 19.
You kind of take a look inside. Looks like they're butchering rats.
I come
There's
back
just
and-
gore, blood, and like meat in like these racks and hanging from this tent ceiling.
Oh, come on back. Okay, they're alive. Burn them. Burn them.
Hey, if we burn them, you'll hear them scream. That'll make noise.
Is that a turn on for you?
No, you were saying it was too quiet. Let's fix that. All right, carry out your devious plan.
Yeah, right? Can
Yeah,
lead
right.
this raid.
You have magic. Burn it.
It's your turn to go in front.
Okay. I don't think I have a flame.
Why don't we let Lucian do that? It's all about
But we have a burning
things.
burning in spell.
Without even hesitating, Lucian just fucking points and
Oh, I
casts
do.
Fireball at the nearest tent.
Thank you.
Lights it on fire.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I go
And
back up.
a mere seconds go by and it catches the next one. And then that starts burning up and catches the next one. And you wait and you guys watch for about 15 minutes or so as it slowly starts to engulf this corridor and you start to hear goblins yelling. You start hearing the dinging of like pots and pans and stuff in the distance, and you can hear this uproar, this swell of voices and in the hundreds just kind of coming up as this entire, all the refuse, all the garbage, everything that they've put into living here just starts catching a flame as it goes from quarter to quarter to quarter and begins building this fire. But at the same time, you notice that the air starts to become very difficult to breathe with all the smoke gathering in the ceiling with nowhere to go.
How about me? Because
And it starts to build up and become hard to see. But you can hear now goblins nearby running to and fro. Every once in a while from your positions, your vantage point, you can see 3 or 4 of them cross paths just on the opposite side of these structures from you. And at this point, it seems like the entire village is now in complete and utter chaos.
So how hazy has it gotten by this point?
Pretty hazy. You probably make it about 10 feet to 15 feet in front of you.
Perfect. Let's walk through. We'll try to avoid the fire. We'll kill anything that spots us.
How is it for me? Because I went back up.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, it's worse?
Smoke rises.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right, sorry.
Mm.
I kind of like, like slide down and just be like, sounds like a hairball.
Well, no more need to sneak. We can walk right through. They won't see us.
I
They won't
go.
hear us.
I go. I can't. Like, I've consumed a lot of the smoke, so I just go. I'm trying to find air. You just see me come down and just heave and huff, and then I just go. Like, I'm looking for air.
Air? You're looking for air?
And I just need to.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm going.
Like they're
yeah.
everywhere. There's yelling and screaming goblins. You can hear the sounds of goblins probably burning alive in their homes or their hovels.
Well, I take a knee so I can get out of just a little bit of the smoke,
Mm.
and I'll take something from my pack, some spare cloth, maybe my blanket. No, I'll take some spare cloth, wrap it around my face.
Okay.
Really concentrating on my nostrils.
Yeah, those huge dragonborn nostrils.
Yeah, just-
Get my scarf.
I'm gonna pull out a handkerchief, not a handkerchief, but like cloth, and pull out some water skin and wet it and
Okay.
wrap it around my face.
Yeah. My cloak is bundled at the front. I pull it up like a mask.
All right.
Shall we move forward before I die of not being able to breathe?
Do you have anything to cover your face?
I ripped my fancy cloak that I bought.
Okay.
And so much for this. That takes some thread.
So where you guys? What's your direction? Where are you trying to go?
To the big hut, or to the big thing with all the stuff in front of it. The big word.
We could do that, or we could try to follow where the fleers are going, towards an exit.
Or we go kill Yoga.
Well, we don't know if that's over. We
don't
should
know if he's
swing.
here.
Let's swing by the big hut and then follow the people fleeing.
yeah, let's check out that hut first. and then-
Perfect.
But along the way, pull out my longsword.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
stragglers? They can't know we're here.
Pretty hard to see, so
That works for me.
you have to be already on top of us. We can
Yeah.
take care of one or two.
I'm on all fours.
Okay.
I push into the flames.
All right.
Not like into the flames.
Oh, I was
You know,
All right, start taking
into the
damage.
flames.
I was gonna say you're a red dragonborn, but you care.
Yeah,
Just walk through it.
I do. I lose the grip.
You're just, oh man, you're like, dude, this is a climate I can. Yeah, I'm cool.
Perfect.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, it's all warm and fuzzy.
It's like only
It
half
tingles,
the campfire.
tingles my scales. So, as you push forward through the raging inferno, the structures collapsing inwards and falling on each other, sometimes seeing goblins fall from these watchtowers as they're catching a flame, or they leap and jump, taking the risk of falling to the ground versus burning alive. Every once in a while, a goblin or a couple of them will come running out of the smoke, wiping their eyes and their face, coughing, and they'll run into you, and you guys just dispatch them brutally, just cut their throats and stab them in the stomachs, and they fall to the ground.
Stab 'em in the
Gruesome,
knee.
leaving a path of murder as you make your way through the flames and navigate around the structures. And as they're in full flight and panic, you come to a center courtyard, an area where you kind of thought maybe there had been in like a tribal area or some kind of area where they would come together and perform something, or stay together, and there's all these big, huge poles and pikes, and they've got like skulls that have been jutted on them, all kinds of different animals, large, small, wolves, wargs, hawks or eagles, and other goblins and human skulls, elven skulls. They're all just tossed in here, and there's a huge fire pit in the middle near where you saw the giant effigy to this goblin. And then coming down, slamming through, you see an ogre come barreling through down from the large tent that you're carrying, busts out with a couple of extra goblins looking around trying to figure out what's happening. And there you see, in likeness and all form, you see Rukabar beside him. He's pointing and shouting and taking directions as he starts casting magic, and you start to see air pick up and start to move flames and smoke, and starts trying to control the inferno, as they're attempting to like protect this tent and keep the fires away from it.
What? Is that who I think it is?
That would be correct.
Yeah.
Wait, I have an idea. If we do, your hammer can do wind wall, right?
My magic hammer of wind wall.
What if we use its spell of wind wall and put its edge in the fire and put it through them? Would it ignite?
I'm new to this whole being a wizard thing, so I'm not sure.
I would like to.
Dude, this is the kind of shit you can't make up. You're just like discussing science and like alchemy with this half orc, and I love it, dude.
I would like to
I love
roll.
it. I love it. You're just like, you turn to him and you're just like, oh yeah, Lucian.
I'm like literally like,
And wasn't that a better question for the fire guy?
Lucian,
Yeah.
fire. Does wind wall work with fire? Does it go and make more shit explode?
So
fire?
you see him, he starts to like think, and he's like, he's like thinking, you can see he's moving and doing, like calculating or something. He's like, if you connect it from one end of the inferno to the other, the fire should pass through it. Pure oxygen being pulled together to one place. I worry that it's too smoky to get a straight connection, but it's worth a shot. It could create an inferno of fire that just cuts right through them.
Luthok,
What?
do you mind if I borrow that hammer for 2 seconds?
Oh. But it makes me a wizard now.
I will give it back.
But he said it could only do it once, and I don't want to lose my magic.
If you think you can do it correctly, you can.
So
do
you
it.
see Orokabar like pointing at the ogre, and then he turns and walks back inside the tent.
I walk up and I put my hand on the hammer and say, "Please, we only have one shot."
You only got
He's
one
going
shot.
back to
How
a
many
hut.
goblins are with that?
And I kind of just pull the hammer
2.
to see if he lets me go.
2 heavily
And I almost
armed
like beg.
goblins wearing what
Please.
looks like
If you can ever
plate
have an
mail
ounce
with
of
shields
trust in me,
and
please let me go
swords.
So they're well-armed armor,
Yep.
not your average.
No, not your average. They have full mail helms that come out in this very aggressive, like angular, jutting fashion with these spikes on them, and all their armor has all these rough edges.
The ogre's armored as well.
Yep. He is just like his other ogre you encountered is.
So right now I try to pull the hammer out of his hand, asking him, pleading with him, Luthok, asking that if there's ever an ounce of trust in him for me to let me use this just for one moment.
Why are you looking at me? You gotta convince Alex, not me.
Yeah.
But this is my new magic.
Well, and then will you
It just works off intent, right? I could totally do it. I'd be the best wizard ever.
then aim from one side to the other, right through them, and think.
And think at the fire.
From one end of the fire to the other, right through the enemy.
Where's the hut?
And then as he's trying to do it, I reach out and grab the handle above his hand and attempt to use it if he can. Or to try to help him use it.
I cast wind wall. Ripping it kind of like not quite as fine as expert caster would. It comes out jaggedly from one point of fire. I can see like over through the ogre and then back with his
so-
60 feet or 50
So he
feet long.
holds the warhammer above his head and looks over at the ogre. And as you reach to assist him, the air starts to swirl around your immediate vicinity. It builds up, and almost in this like almost like it's an air elemental that you're looking at, and then it builds up into air swirling, and then just shoots outwards across and just connects to the fire, hits it, and you see it wrap and spin into this like spiraling inferno, and it just slashes outwards across, cutting straight into the goblins and the ogres, jumping over the large tent and hitting another building, and explodes in this fiery inferno. And then there's just a wall of fire in the air just reaching across this plaza, and you immediately see the goblins catch fire, light up, and just start running, freaking out that they're just screaming and burning alive in their armor. They drop their weapons and they start rolling in the ground and finding no way to put it out as this magical fire and air is just attached to them. The ogre lights up, blasting, and it just falls straight to the ground and lands on one of the goblins, completely crushing him, and it dies immediately.
I turn to Lucian and say, "Ha ha! Not bad for a brand new half-orc wizard."
It was a brilliant use of a relic.
Yeah, it totally worked. And it did the fire thing. Get a kick out of that. I know you'll have burning stuff.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope. Very, very.
Are we going to leave, or do we want to find a Rukabar and finish what we started?
Oh yeah, I'm
Or
gonna
should we
get-
invade and take advantage of the chaos? I might be able to use what I know and maybe clear a small path through the wind wall and the inferno. It might listen to me, or it might not.
Might listen to you. You talk to fire.
It doesn't matter. Are we going through or not? I might be able to temporarily make a
Yeah, we'll go
hole in the
through.
wind wall.
I'm gonna Gallagher the shit out of that goblin.
I don't know what that means, but I agree.
Like, hammer goblin.
Lucian's like, you're a bard. You don't know the famous prop
No.
comedian?
No! See? This is
Some bard.
learning opportunities!
Some bard. Some
Well,
bard.
maybe he's not a part of
So
that
you
weird
see him
Illuminati.
you see him stretch out his hands, and there's an emblem, the fire arcane emblem of fire, and you see the fire start to slowly move off of the wind wall and then opening about 5 feet wide ahead of you. And on the opposite side, you can see the tent.
Oh, I run through.
I follow suit,
Yeah.
using my cloak to kind of like cover myself just in case.
All right.
You really ran through?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
As soon as you guys run into the structure,
I'm surrounded
You
by
come
an
into a
inferno.
room.
I ain't staying here.
You killed
this
the other.
large tent with a huge pole in the middle, and
She
what looks
died.
like a bunch of rocks.
You're a hero now.
These rocks all have different,
Whoa.
what look like druidic symbols, one on each of these rocks. And you see that Rokabar is in there, and you see him, and you see this other very large goblin that's wearing this nice shiny armor, and it's got like this makeshift crown on its head, and it's like talking to him. But there's also somebody else in there.
Goblin King. Goblin King.
You see this thin, handsome wood elf.
Oh, fuck!
And he turns and sees you,
No, fuck me. Sylvana.
and he says something to Arukabar. You can see his mouth move. And Arukabar turns and comes back over to you, beginning to cast a spell. You see the other goblin, the large one, turn and start running to leave the tent. And Safana comes forward and he addresses you. You're interfering in the Countess LeFay's plans. These are her lands, and we plan to reclaim them. This is your only chance. As opposed to being a thorn in our side, you join us. We take over the lands with her, or you die fighting us.
Is there money in it?
There may be. Maybe wealth. You can see Orokabar's preparing this spell. You're not sure what it is. But there's a large culmination of divine energy, natural energies. You can see greens and yellows splashing outwards. And he's getting ready to unleash whatever this spell is.
I'm not gonna side with no elf.
No chance we could talk you into a stalemate. We all go home for the day.
No, this is your only option. Your only choice. The only time this will ever be offered on the table. She's been impressed by your efforts to thwart her. Coming here. Undoing all the hard work that she's putting into building her army. This is the only chance.
You're gonna be her slave. You're gonna be under her thumb.
Heroes don't start underneath the villains, do they, Luthlon?
I don't give a fuck, you stupid elf.
Not a chance.
I'm not gonna be a slave to
I
no
summon a
elf.
sword.
And if we die, let's die together.
Paladin.
I am a new paladins. I step forward, ready to get blasted by whatever this spell is.
The rest of you.
Question. Can I attempt to either ask Lucian or pull out the Dispel Magic Scroll and use it to dispel what the fuck's in his hand?
No.
You
never
can
mind.
yell to him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
And then we can roll initiative, but either way.
Kid,
That's
dispel-
3 answers. There's 3 more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will, when it is time, I will tell Lucian to do so.
What are you doing, Looney?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing, Looney? Looney, what are you doing?
Why would Countess LaFay wants us to join her? We are just simple adventurers.
She sees you as possible powerful assets later down the road.
Would she dispose of us if we're not useful?
That's like asking if a general executes those who flee battle.
I don't like that answer. No.
Yeah, when you have a slave, you just drive them into the ground until they die on their own, or kill them when they're not useful enough. Fuck this, and I go to attack them. I'm going.
I tell Lucian to try to dispel whatever the fuck's in his hands.
Solution pulls out the scroll of Dispel Magic. Alright, so roll initiative then.
Come here!
Oh.
Kamehameha.
Alright, so we're gonna go battle prep.
Battle prep! will slay that goblin
I will hide behind.
and that elf. Piece of garbage elf.
We're going with that.
So, we're on.
Okay, so
Fucked.
are we all set to start, Andy?
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on.
Make sure. So I start the initiative. Then we have Riken, then Sultana, then Luthok, then Lumi, then Urok Bar. I'm sorry, I actually drew a rock, so I got distracted. Then Lucian, and then Alphyrus. So we'll start it off with me. I shall take the high road, which is to the right of the party, as far as I can go, and still see the goblin.
Not far.
It's fine. I just want to get out of the initial blast radius.
Okay.
Awesome. And then I look at him and say, "We killed your clone, we're gonna kill you!" And I cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
And your wisdom saving throw, 15.
Passes.
Awesome! Nothing. Ends my turn.
Cuz cantrip.
Ends my turn. Then it's Lakin.
Ah, shit. How did I get here? What happened?
Guys.
So
So the raging inferno outside is consuming the village, and you can hear things crashing in. Now you can see the top of the tent is starting to catch fire from nearby.
Oh, that's good. That's perfect. So I cast.
Eldritch Blast.
No. No, sir. I cast Blur on myself. And then I use my bonus action to curse the goblin. Yeah. And then I move up to the goblin with my sword and shield, and then that's it for now.
Okay.
You hear a faint echo. You're a hero.
I want to be face to face with him if I can.
Can get you to make a wisdom saving throw
Oh,
as you
that's,
cross between the rocks.
that's awesome.
Oh no!
That's
Between the rocks.
that's good. I'm glad that happened.
What'd you get?
I got myself a 9.
A 9? So,
9.
as you approach the rocks, you can see this grin come across your Rockabar's face as this green electric energy lashes out from the rocks and strikes you.
Oh no! This is all bad.
Bad news bears. Fudge.
Thalen will sing about your legendariness.
You will be a legend, I promise you this. You will go down.
I'm gonna die in this dark and never be heard from again.
And you will be heard of it in legends. And will spread your tale across the seas.
You're gonna die right after me.
I will not. I will be legendary.
You take 18 lightning damage.
Oh, fuck,
I sure
dude.
do.
Oh,
Damn it, right.
You get a con save and that super cool spell.
I've passed that.
Oh God, that's important.
But Pat struggling, getting hit with this divine electric energy. It strikes into your body. You feel it pierce through the core. You have flashes of like other planes of existence as it hits you, running through your very soul. But you just break right through and continue walking forward.
Pass hero.
My hero.
I'm thinking, oh fuck. But I'm keeping a straight face, and I raise the sword, and that ends my turn.
All right,
Sultana.
Sofana.
Sultana.
So he watches and he chuckles as he gets hit by the divine lightning. And he just says, "Well, then that be your decision. You're all enemies." And then he just vanishes.
Yeah, for sure.
Direct, take him off the initiative.
Unless,
Yep.
you know.
Off the initiative?
Yep.
Thank God. He's not just invisible. Or is he?
Or is he? That's the fucked up part, is we don't know.
All right, that ends his turn.
Luthok.
Luthor, seeing what just happened, runs around the outside of the stones.
Okay. Going this way?
He's going this way. Yeah.
This
'cause-
way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop to where I know he's just on the other side,
Okay.
but he doesn't have like visual sight on me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
End my turn.
Okay.
Me.
Our bars on deck.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take my action. Look at that puny little dwarf, sorry.
Goblin?
Puny little goblin. And I'm going to use my insightful and eye for detail. Sorry, no, insightful fighting. Ha ha ha. So it's my wisdom against your deception.
He's handsome for a goblin.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey. 9.
9? You beat him.
Okay, cool. So I get
Yeah.
sneak. I look at the goblin and I'm like, yeah, you're not so tough. I got this.
Not so tough.
And then I'm seeing how Luthok is on one side.
Mhm.
I'm going to go ahead and go to the other side of the rock.
Okay.
Of the other.
You going over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 25?
Yep.
Alright.
Then bonus action, dodge.
Okay.
Ends my
Hoorah.
turn.
Bah.
So Urakabar, you see that he disconnects himself from the rocks and they start to kind of glow on their own and start to discharge random bolts of energy, like outwards, striking just the tent and outwards.
Yep, that's good.
And he says, he looks at you all and kind of cowering down, and he pulls something out of his component pouch, and it's just like some powder, and he slaps his hands together, and he goes invisible.
Mother.
Oh.
Fucker.
Nope, I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Alright. Can I use my reaction to just lash out at where I last saw him?
No.
Alright then.
Oh, little.
Doesn't your curse give you some cool stuff?
Not yet.
Alright.
He is still cursed, but
Alright. Lucian.
Lucian is now standing there with a dispel magic scroll in his hand.
Well, he doesn't see the enemy, so he's gonna hold his action for a firebolt, and he'll throw it as soon as he sees an enemy to hit.
Before you end your turn, to like help you out, it may be worth maybe trying to use the dispel scroll on the fucking rocks.
Ooh, yeah.
Just because I feel like Lucian will be aware that might be useful. So
Yeah. No, I hadn't thought of that.
Okay.
Alright. He goes up and tries to use the dispel. Is it dispel magic?
It's a dispel magic scroll.
Dispel magic, yep.
Yeah, dispel. He's gonna try and dispel magic. The stone. Well, I guess one of them. I don't think you can target both.
I don't.
Rock.
What level is?
You got me. Now I'm in it.
It's range. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
So you actually don't have to move closer.
Yeah. So
Range 120 feet.
yeah. So he chooses the stone next to Lumi and Riken.
Okay.
He's like, holds up his head, casts
Alright.
a spell with the scroll.
All right. DC check for the spell is 16.
16
Yep.
and 6. The DC. It's a ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Yep.
All right, I can do that because I have his spellcasting ability right here. All right.
I actually think you use the spellcasting ability of the spell scroll. Because it's a spell scroll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Spell scrolls at their own levels have their own
Oh yeah.
checks, and Xanathar's, I believe.
I
I just
forgot
had to
about
double
that.
check.
Alright, how you looking over there, man?
Not good.
Oh, I'm super stoked to be here. You know. I'm thinking to myself, fuck.
I'm a hero.
Why
I'm
did
glad
I-
I made this decision.
Why didn't
Attack
I turn
bonus.
around? Why didn't I turn around?
They have
Because
their own
I'm a hero
attack
and this
bonus,
was a good decision.
and they have their own save
I'm
DC,
a hero. It was a good decision.
but they don't have their own spellcasting ability.
No.
Come on.
No.
You're a strong, independent warlock.
So dispel
I'm gonna
magic
murder
is
you
a
one day.
Right. Strong,
third
independent
level
scholar. I do apologize.
I'm
abjuration
gonna
spell.
murder you one day.
You're a
So,
strong, independent
it's
scholar. We don't need no
Uncommon,
patience.
save DC 15, attack bonus plus 7.
That's fine. You can use his then.
Just hit.
Yeah, you choose his spellcasting ability modifier. That's fine.
Alright. Spellcasting ability. Sorcerers or charisma, right?
Yes.
Yeah. On the table. Oh, better. 17.
All right, so you read from you pull out the spell scroll. He uses the components as directed and throws it forward, and it disintegrates, and the arcane runes appear in the air, and it goes forward in a wave, and then you see the electrical discharge on the rock dissipate.
It doesn't like spark back up in a second like those trick candles. Or anything.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Maybe
so
it takes 12 seconds. We'll see when the turn comes around.
so he ends his turn.
Alphas.
Next round, we'll see. 12 seconds.
Now that was on one of the pillars.
This one.
Mhm.
This one's been dispelled.
Dispelled.
How big is this pillar? What is it made out of?
They're just basically large pieces of rock. They're not really pillars. And each one of them has a druidic symbol attached to it, so it's just the two of them.
Fuck this stone.
Yeah.
I put take my shield, I hook it on my belt. I take a two-handed grip on my long sword. I'm saying, fuck this magic.
Alright?
As I go in for a sword swing.
Are you aiming like directly for the symbol?
Yeah,
or
the
like
symbol.
to disrupt it or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
On which
attacking
An
one?
attack roll.
The one that's not dispelled.
Over this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm attacking the rock. Ooh, a nice 19.
19?
To hit.
It's going to be a hit.
Alright, that's going to be for 7 slashing damage.
The hammer would probably be better.
I don't have a hammer. I know.
You are the hammer.
I have the hammer.
The hammer.
And
So you
this
go
is the
in.
anvil.
You bring it straight down, aiming straight for the arcane, the druidic symbol right on there. You hit it. You hear the blade cut straight into the rock as it chips and just completely splits the arcane rune. And as you go through and clean and finish, you see it start to light up and it explodes.
Oh.
I need Riken,
Luthor?
Luthok, and Alfarius to make DC 18 dexterity saving throws,
That's
please.
good.
It's
real good.
Dispelled. Anybody?
DC 18 dexterity?
No.
Oh, this is all bad.
You killed me. Yes.
I have a +1.
You get advantage, right? Because you can see it coming.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
that's
11.
right, you're not there
I
yet.
need the level.
Shit.
Oh, I didn't get 18. That's for fucking sure. I was too short.
Yeah,
Or
that's
three
low.
short.
Thank you.
Because there was a lot of dice, and you have a very small help pool. Let me phrase that we all do.
You guys all take 16 lightning damage
Oh gosh.
as the stone crumbles inwards, falls, and then coalesces together, and then explodes outwards, sending shards of rock splattering, tearing out the tent, blasts it apart, and fire just gets put out immediately nearby. And the rock is just a smoldering, crumbling pile on the
Well, you
ground.
see the Riken just get slammed into the other rock and fall down to the ground.
Might over magic.
What crack! It sends the warlock flying. You hear a wicked thud as he just hits it back force as he bends into the rock and hits the ground, unconscious.
Oh, that's bad. That's all bad.
Yeah, it is. It's bad.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that ends my turn. Actually, if I could, I would like stand over the pile of rock.
You kind of are.
Yeah, triumphant. Real
Yeah.
triumphant.
As the electrical current kind of discharges and sparks off of you.
That ends my turn. Bring
Cool.
it back to the top.
Back to the top.
Top
Back to
order.
the top.
My turn.
Yeah, I think
If-
so. You have the initiative order.
Yeah.
I just was pausing for some
Yeah,
holy
thanks.
power to.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of like, oh fuck, what are you gonna do? Seeing the art and going off, seeing the spell, like, oh thank God. Then I watch this fucking rock just explode, and I see Riken against the wall.
Hmm?
That's not very heroic. We'll fix that. So I
Fucking stab you.
run up to Riken, and as I do, I pull out a Cure Wounds scroll. Kind of rub together, and then fucking just throw it on his chest and
I
cast.
thought you didn't have Cure Wounds.
I have a spell scroll.
You have to have it on your spell list capable of casting it.
It
It
is.
is part of my spell list, and I'm capable of casting it.
That's what I thought. I thought you didn't take Cure Wounds. I thought you took
It's still on my
Healing
spell
Word.
list.
It's on the bard spell.
It's on the
list.
bard spell list, so I can still cast it.
But is it in your prepared, or not your prepared, your known spells?
Known spells, no, but I can cast it.
I don't know spells.
It says it has to be on the spell list and the player capable of casting it.
I am technically capable of casting it because
Not if you don't have it known.
Spell scroll buzzword is if the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise,
okay.
Alright.
That's fine.
Alright,
Yeah. All right.
cool.
Bye.
Yeah, that's fine.
I cast Cure Wounds.
I could have sworn they had the capable of casting it on there.
So I
yeah,
think
well, it
later.
is.
it's what?
I don't know how Cure
What's
Wounds
Cure
works.
Wounds?
It's a
It's a
D8
D8.
plus your wisdom modifier.
It's been a while since I played the cleric, guys.
It's a level 1 spell.
But wouldn't it be a D8 plus
Solid
his casting
2.
modifier?
His wisdom modifier. Whoever.
You're up.
I'm up.
They cast with charisma though.
Yeah,
think-
I mean, yeah,
Cure
it's-
Wounds is on the bard spell list. It was you. It was
yeah.
used
So
as
you
a
get
modifier.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yep. So you get 4.
Ooh. Nice.
Do.
Oh, fuck!
So you open your eyes, and you see, and standing over you, like egging you on, you see Lilith. Different than the last time you saw her, though. Older.
oh fuck.
Then she disappears as you regain full consciousness.
Now I'm looking at him.
That was fucking great. Come on, let's get up. And I go to help him up, and then I think about it. Go, no, he's fine. And I walk back. Use the rest of my movement to step away.
So you go 5, 10, 15, and then 30. So you just go right now. So
Fuck
why
it, yeah.
did I even move you?
Yeah. I'm like, okay, we're good.
All right.
Spread out, spread out.
Yeah.
Riken, go.
And I stand up.
All right.
Ah, fuck.
Blur.
No! I can only do this twice. Ah! Alright.
Brutal.
Oh my god, I lost. No, the curse stays, though. You know, I went unconscious.
Yep.
Curse is gone too.
Yep.
Might.
My
Over
spell!
magic.
I have to resummon my sword too, so bonus
Now we're
action.
playing Magic the Reckoning. No, it's
I use my bonus action to recreate my sword.
okay.
Cast that. Fuck my fucking. God damn it.
You drop everything you're holding and you fall unconscious. You need to pick up your shield.
I pick up my shield.
Hmm?
And I take the dodge action because it's blur.
Sounds like a plan. Is that your turn?
I am going to move 15 feet forward.
Okay.
You can, like,
Do I hit anything?
Now.
That ends my turn.
I don't know. He's gone. Where the fuck is he? Ah, he's gone. I don't know where he is.
You can come out of anywhere.
I think the dodge action again. When this little fucker shows up, I'm gonna give him. No, I take the ready action. If he shows up within range, I'm gonna fucking hit him
All right.
with my war hammer. And I end my turn.
Hold on.
Lumi?
So, I am going to peek around the corner,
Okay.
And since I don't see Mr. Goblin now,
Okay.
I'm going to close my eyes, take a deep breath. I'm trying to see if clay has a specific smell to it. Because
Clay smells like clay.
That's why I was smelling that, because this is actually made out of clay. That's why I was sniffing it. 'Cause I myself was like, does clay have a smell? It kind of has that molded smell. But I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes and concentrate that I'm going to open it.
Mold.
I'm going to look around and use my eye for detail to spot a hidden creature or object
Okay.
with my wisdom perception.
Okay.
Mr. Goblin, where are you hiding?
Ooh.
15 plus 4, 19.
19.
Do I spot?
You look around. You scan the ground, where looking for footprints, looking for any kind of signs of movement, and you don't see nothing.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go more towards you.
Okay.
Well, upwards. Towards the wood thing.
The wooden P words.
The wooden
Okay.
keywords. And then I'm going to bonus action dodge.
Okay.
While I look closely and I see Ulfok and I don't think I see Riken. I don't see him. I'm usually good at spotting sneaky goblins. Now my turn.
Okay.
Ooh, Rakbar.
Okay. Jens' turn.
Lucian.
Mine.
Lucian. Who's playing Lucian?
Oh, sorry, me. I'm playing Lucian. My bad. Lucian holds his action, and firebolt if he sees any rock bar pop up.
All right.
Ends his turn.
All right.
Alfarius.
Yeah.
Thank you. I use that right there.
How is this
Alfarius.
other pillar looking?
Oh, fuck. Still sparking with like divine natural energies.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'll run over to it.
Oh no.
Love it. 25.
Double-handed swing as I bring my long sword up, ready to stab down into this seal, this arcane magic. And I yell out to the group, "Step back, and I will dispel this permanently." And I hold my action.
Oh! Oh my god. I'm sitting here going, he rolled low on 16. I'm gonna die.
Triggering effect is when everybody gets 20 feet away from it. I will stab into this stone.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my turn. Back
Alright.
to the top.
I will. Move the fuck away!
Okay.
I will move 20 feet. Your forwardness.
Towards me.
Towards her.
Towards Amanda. Sorry, that's not English earlier. So.
Okay.
I'll make sure I move
I need
out.
a laser pointer.
Fuck it, I'll move another 10 feet. Let's move all 30 away from that.
Might as well.
You might want to dash, I'll be honest with you.
Perfect.
What's
I'm
30?
a comfortable space away. Then I will fucking yell out. No, I will use. I'll just fucking use a perception check. I will try to use a perception check to see if I can try to locate any. Is it smoky in here?
I mean, yeah, there's still smoke wafting through the area. The whole village is on fire nearby.
So I want to make a perception check to see if I notice any movement in the smoke. It almost looks like a shadow moving in the smoke.
Okay.
Because I mean, I imagine an invisible person would create a shadow. So,
All right.
oh dear lord. 21.
Yeah, you look around the room. There's so much smoke, like coiling and moving around, it'd be hard to discern the difference, anyways. But you don't see anything that stands out. You listen for footprints. You look at the ground nearby. You don't see any tracks or anything.
Shit. Yeah, I end my turn. Well, I yell, I can't find him. I end my turn. Rank it.
That's it, people. We're leaving. I'm done with this. Go out the other side of the tent.
Okay. Yeah. So you just burst through the tent on the other side.
Yeah, I do. Well, no. I'm gonna go to the opening and wait for everyone. But I want to look out and see if there's anything out there.
Okay.
Perception check.
Alright, then.
All right.
What's on the other side? Fuck, it's smoky, you know? Lots of smoke. Fine.
You got your goggles, don't you?
It's goggles see through the dark, not the smoke. So 5.
All right. So you run to the edge and you kind of throw open the flap on this side and part the tent, and you look, and you can see like a whole bunch of goblins and stuff are like running around and like fleeing just in random directions. Like the whole place is on fire and coming apart, and swirling and falling apart. The like castle / thing that they had built is like crumbling and coming apart. And you see Orokabar with his cloak, and he throws it out and then shapes into a giant eagle and begins to fly away.
I think we're done here. I close the flap. He's escaped, everyone. Let's get the fuck out of here.
That's what he would want you to think.
I am to be trusted.
The eagles are to be trusted.
Okay, well that ends my turn.
Yeah.
Guthok.
Oh yeah, I go to the tent, and I'm like, wait, we're done? What are you talking about? And I looked.
See that big ass fucking bird?
Yeah.
That's the druid that we were just trying to kill.
But that's not a goblin, that's a bird.
We'll explain more later, but trust me.
I don't.
Does that end your turn?
I had my turn.
Okay.
Louie.
I go right next to Riken.
What are you talking about? Bird.
Just like,
Okay.
the faith in you is astronomically high.
That
don't care.
motherfucker. As I look out the flap.
Yep.
I end my turn.
Urakar?
He's gone.
Johnny Blues Plaza.
Good God.
Lucian? Lucian?
Oh, yeah.
Lucian.
I was
Well, I'm
like,
getting
well, he's not
fucked
here.
Eufoxian?
Function?
You all started.
Lucian gets the fuck away from that rock.
The 3 lose.
Yeah, Lucian moves over by Thalen, but behind him.
But further.
Because hiding behind Thalen works out
I like
as a
it.
general rule.
I like the logic.
I think we're all out of
I applaud it.
I think we're all just triggered your reaction there.
Wait,
Frank.
Sure did.
All right.
It means I have a turn afterwards.
Yep. Yeah, so make your attack roll.
Oh, does Lucian have anything else?
No, that ends. Yeah, no. He just doesn't want you to hit it and kill him.
It's smart.
You know, you don't,
Make
you
your
don't
tackle.
have to.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you don't have to act on your trigger, but if you don't, you lose it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just letting you
But
know.
I cleanse this tech. I try to slam this sword down.
All right.
Ooh.
And I'm going to use my divinity on top of my 19 to make it a 29 plus 5, 34. I bring this down for 9 slashing, 34 to hit.
So you go drive it straight into the center, and immediately as you hit, and it rips right into this stone. There's a blast of white light and energy as it sparkles, comes out and crackles, spreading outwards, and explodes once again.
Yes.
That one's worse than the last one.
Nailed it.
Bro,
34
100%.
to hit.
Take 27 lightning damage
Oh.
as it explodes outwards.
Is there a dex save?
No.
Alright.
How much? Yo, that
That knocks me unconscious.
So you guys watch as he hits it once again, driving it in with his righteous fury, and cracks in, and then you just see this flash of white light and this crackle of electricity, and it explodes outwards, and you see him get flung to the ground. Blam! Unconscious.
End your turn.
That starts my turn.
Just saving throw.
As I roll a natural 20 to get back up.
I know,
Yo.
right?
Please.
Like a champ.
Do it. Do it.
Champ.
Champ.
No.
It's an 11.
That's an 11.
But it's a pass.
That is a pass, yeah.
Pass.
End your turn.
No. Yeah, it ends my turn. What, I
Cool.
go to crawl?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
I stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ends my turn. I'm
Cool.
unconscious.
I run over to him, going, "Holy shit! That was amazing!"
Okay.
My voice very scraggly and broken from all the smoke. As I pull out a health potion and kind of part his mouth and just drink this.
Yeah, fucking drink this.
move the cloth.
Drink this fucker.
Oh yeah, I move the cloth.
Does he?
and I'm
Does he
just-
have to?
He does.
Maybe he's waterboarding you.
Are you waterboarding me? Did you make saves?
No.
Drown forever.
Tell me everything you know.
There's a secret voice in my head that goes, "This would be horribly great," and then the other part of me goes, "But that was so fucking epic." Yeah, epic.
Yeah,
Alright, roll.
keep up fire on you.
2d4 plus 2.
Ooh.
4.
Ooh.
Solid heals for the bard tonight.
Oh,
4.
Ooh.
man, I don't know if it's your cat or what.
Probably.
Dying.
Yeah, she killed me earlier tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah, you did pick her up and then touch your face.
I did. I'm an idiot.
So.
That will end my turn. Well, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
I go to help him pick him up. Yeah, there you go. Riken.
Let's get the fuck out of here. I walk out.
Yeah. All right.
I leave.
So you watch Riken just throw the flap open and goes outside.
Risky. I like that. I like that.
Oh yeah. Well.
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah. Until we end it, we are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end initiative.
You got there. Just start swinging.
I'm gonna end combat. I'm just gonna go to follow Riken, but
Well, I
then
mean,
stop.
he readied his action, so
Yeah, you could end it.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
There was a trigger.
Yeah.
I wasn't done.
Not with
Yeah,
the stones.
So I go to
Not
follow.
with magic.
I go to follow Riken, and then
Yeah.
as I step through the flap, I hold it open and I look back, waiting for how far it is.
Well,
I'm just there looking on our
I
work.
wait up for you to pick
Good.
me up.
I fucking rip you up, and I'm like, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I do the muscly thing of like patron must have me pushing too many scrolls.
You move me around, and you kind of see me, kind of like, Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, fine. Woo, great. Out, away, run. Great idea.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, first I gotta pick up my sword as I grab it from the smoking ruins that was this pillar.
Is it a holy sword?
Did it do lightning damage now?
I don't know, maybe. Who knows?
Gonna find some goblins. Walk out.
Alright.
You just see me standing
So
there.
you all, like, just decide to leave, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
What?
so-
What?
Well, maybe we
What's
should
his
check
cat?
around.
Yeah, wait a minute.
There's stuff,
Yes.
like cool stuff.
Well, I mean, the tent is on fire, so, yeah, spend your time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't care.
Fire smire. I'm kidding.
You can walk through fire.
It turns into a fire elemental. Yeah.
We created something here.
As the fire took on a life of its own, it's all because of that wind wall spell.
Can we?
Little do you know, that's how fire elementals are born.
Do we know the direction back?
I mean, the bird flew that way, ish.
Back the way we came.
What? Yeah, we know the way back that way. We know the way out that way. I agree.
How about we do your thing where we follow the scurrying goblins out?
Yeah, that'll work too. They're pretty panicked.
It's probably closer. And then back where we came, those goblins are all have just come back from trying to hunt us down. So, there's added threat. We have something to capitalize on here.
Let's just follow the hordes of panicked goblins and cut some while we go. It'll make me feel better.
All right.
Feel better? How can you feel any better after being a hero like that?
I don't want to hear from you. You're why we're here, and I've decided that I hate you.
But it worked out magnificently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go to follow these scurrying little goblins out.
Some
All
sort
right,
of-
yeah. So you guys the goblins start rushing, and they all seem to be filing kind of, the ones nearby seem to all be filing in this same, almost like eastern or western direction, following this other cross section of this grand hall. And maybe like 24 of them or so are just running through. The buildings are collapsing and crashing inwards. Everything's ablaze. The heat is so intense that you guys gotta like shield your face and your body parts, and wrap your cloaks around you. Everybody except for the fucking Dragonborn, of course. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
He's just like, this is fucking bikini weather.
Oh, should I gloat about it, guys? Should I gloat?
Yeah.
So you start going forward, and you suddenly hear, like across the air, you hear Orokabar's voice, and you hear it reverberate across the columns, and then you feel the ground begin to quake, and there's a loud explosion of sound, and the columns and the roof starts to tumble and collapse and fall inwards as Lucian yells, he cast shatter, and it starts to come inwards, collapsing, blocking the pathway, crushing all the couple of dozen goblins beneath as they try to scurry away and turn immediately, killing every last one of them. You look around, you immediately look to your right, there's another doorway with another hall. It seems to lead in the opposite direction. You take a quick left, you run through it. Run. You bust through another door, there's goblins in front of you. The ground, the chasm opens and swallows 3 goblins whole as they fall through it. You guys just run and jump. Athletic checks, please.
Oh, disadvantage. You're
Yeah,
exhausted
I'm so
still.
tired. First one's pretty solid. We're looking at 22, or
You said, what was that?
Athletics check.
Athletics checks.
Athletics.
That's a solid 10.
15 for me. Then
Finally, I got a 19.
skills. Athletics.
Got solid.
Here's a -1. Let's see how this goes. Oh, sorry, Lucian. 6.
6.
And then Amanda has a. Lumi has
This is a -1.
1. -1. No, she has a 1.
Okay.
She's proficient. Sorry, Lumi, 6.
Alright. So, first Alfarius leaps across. Boom! Hits the ground. More of the ground collapses underneath. You can see as you jump over the light and fire of what looks like molten magma running underneath this chasm where it's opened up far down, hundreds of feet below. You hit the ground, it gives in underneath you, followed by Riken, boom, hits the other side, followed by Terrowyn, and then Luthok, and then you hear Lumi and Lucian coming up behind. You see Lumi land, and then you see Lucian, and they hit, but they lose their footing and they start to slip. So, slide a hand check
Oh,
to catch him.
oh
What are you trying
shit.
to catch?
You okay? We ran and Rockabars.
17.
Burtness, and then got shattered. So then we ran down the then we did a jump.
9.
And I rolled for you.
So who caught who?
How long did you go?
I was going for Lumi because she was closer.
And then
Okay.
Then I was going for
I rolled a
Lucian.
6 for
Yeah,
both
so
you and
you see him hit and start to slip and fall, and they both grab a hold. Lumi throws her hand up, catches yours, and then she reaches down and catches Lucian as he slips through your fingers and continues to fall. And you immediately, she yells at you, and you yell back, and you're like, help me pull him up. So one of you can assist.
I just pull
assist
and
'cause I'm
lean
super
back.
strong.
You see me just one arm like,
I'm super strong.
you both help!
As soon as I miss Lumi, I look at the bar and I kind of.
Alright. So you're going to go help pull?
Yeah, I'm going to help.
So
Got this.
you're pulling up. Basically, you're helping pull up 2 people. So I'm going to ask for a DC 15 athletics check with
Ooh.
advantage
You guys.
because Riken and Thalen are assisting you.
Oh,
Me? On mine?
you fucking
On you.
do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want me
With
to
the-
roll? Here, I'll just
She's
roll an extra dice.
they are barely holding on to him as
advantage,
they're
We got
basically swinging down with their arms and being pulled, and they slam in, and Lumi barely reaches and grabs Lucian and grabs his claw. Her claws dig in and scratch his arm all the way up as he slips out of it.
I got an 8 and a 7, so that's a 13.
You guys watch as he pulls and you start to grab him, but you look up and the ceiling starts to collapse, hits the ground in front of you, and you lose sight of Lucian and Lumi as they both fall.
No. We
And that's where we'll end until next
We
week.
failed that
Oh!
one.
Yep.
No!
I guess that works out.
No!
Right.
We
No!
failed so many checks. Oh god.
This is nonsense.
So as a heads up to everybody,
Sometimes the
I-
dice want you to die.
I guess this works out only because I won't be here for a few sessions. Work calls, and I have to be a responsible supervisor and fill in the shifts that people don't want to, which is Friday afternoon. So the next, probably for a month at most, I won't be here. So maybe this works out for me. I'm not dead, but
Unless you are.
Unless you are
I
dead.
am.
Yeah.
We failed checks in the middle of a molten lava canyon.
This
Yeah.
always happens when I leave.
No. Well, yes.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
She does.
Because last time when we were playing a different campaign, my lovely clerk, since I wasn't here, happened to pass away.
It was unavoidable.
And
It was,
It was a
sheer
sacrifice I
terror.
was willing to make.
But with this, we'll see what happens. But I'm not leaving, so if you don't see me in the next few weeks, I will be interactive on the chat while I'm at work. Because I'm a responsible supervisor. But
She will
I
be
just
active
won't be
on
here.
our social medias, and she's still going to be involved in everything we're doing, setting up and advising and supporting everything we're doing. So she's not going anywhere. I think that's the thing we should make clear, not like neglecting work duties.
Lucian had to work today. Please calm down, prepaid. Lucian had to work, that's why he's not here today. He hopefully should be here next session, right?
We'll see.
Kind of,
Yeah. I mean,
Schedule permitting, he'll
Yes.
be back.
Why are we talking about the real world? Bad
Yeah.
things just happen.
Yeah, real bad things
Our
in the game.
friends might die.
By the way,
the two
Riken,
L's. Only one L can survive.
you killed me. You think this is our lives are a game? Killed me, dude. Freaking ridiculous. I'm gonna be rolling.
No, this
with
is a
that
game.
next week. You think our lives is a game?
Oh man, yeah,
No.
yeah.
We failed so
No.
many checks.
It's like Mufasa. No.
I considered running through the rest of the events afterwards immediately, but I want you guys to wait and find out what happens to both the characters
Yeah.
next
That's
Friday.
brutal, dude.
Well, I mean, what about the other three of us? I mean, if I turn around, what are we actually facing? Cerberus?
Yeah, I know, right?
Goddamn, is it worse?
Yeah,
Is that Armored Goblin that ran off earlier? Just like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is it's interesting.
I fucking didn't expect this.
Boo, let's keep playing.
Yeah.
Boo!
it's not fair.
It's not fair. You can't do this to
Yeah.
us.
Legitimately, you guys want to go a little bit longer?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit longer.
It's
Fuck yeah.
it's a good cliffhanger, but it's bad because I want to go. I want to keep going.
Straight narrative.
I want to go so bad.
I'm willing to
I'm
sacrifice
so
Lumi right
fucking
now.
tired.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Mike worked a long day. He's falling asleep over there, man. I about had to throw a D20 at him to keep him paying attention.
In the beginning, I was just like,
It's a long day.
No, next week.
it's too
I
good.
don't know
of a
how does
cliffhanger.
chat think. What does
Too
chat
good.
think?
What is chat?
Yeah, what is
think?
chat thing? What does the other player think?
Yeah. What does everybody think?
Don't
Do they want to
Don't
see
gi-
what at least
don't give in
happens
to peer
the three of
pressure?
you?
No peer pressure.
I
Yeah.
want to know.
We honestly don't know.
I love
Is
Lucian.
Lucian alive? Right now he's falling. Whether he dies.
I'm falling.
Per broken attorney, do not give in to the peer pressure.
I'm falling.
Yeah, no, we'll wait till next
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
It's too good of a
Next
cliffhanger.
Friday, you start in the middle of a collapsing dwarven citadel, the roof falling inwards, cracks opening up, the floor splitting,
Short rest burn.
short rests burn, failed
No spell slots.
athletics checks,
Tired. Tired all day.
I hope
Lucian and Lumi falling to who knows how far or where,
And you know,
possibly to their deaths.
everyone should know that Lucian, when he was here earlier before he left,
Oh yeah, this is important
His-
by the way,
his-
and funny.
yeah, his one request, and we asked him like, "Oh, what do you want your character to do? Do you have any thoughts or insights? Kind of like you kind of have an idea as to where this is going, where it might
Yeah.
lead. Then you have any guidance as far as like how your character is to be run." He asked me one thing: "Please don't kill my character."
He did. He
So,
said those exact
yeah,
words as
he
he was
said-
leaving the house.
He said,
We
Alex?
We tried everything to save him.
Your poor athletics killed you.
"Do you even live, bro?" Fucking.
Yeah.
Your unhealthy lifestyle bit you in the ass. Maybe one of those books will save you.
I don't really shit on a sorcerer, but when I do,
Oh my god, you're gonna have to
Eh.
run like a side thing if they survive?
Yeah, and this is an excellent reason why we hired an artist.
I can't even do stick figures.
Hey, you can tell the
Oh
difference.
man.
The what?
He has a hood on.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said something totally
It's
different.
intense.
Yeah, it's-
Dude,
Oh, it definitely. This all took turns, man. Definitely took turns.
Dude, the fucking Seek was talking about how like we were supposed to be here 3 episodes ago and shit. And I'm sitting here going, fuck,
yeah, man.
fuck. Things just went from.
Could have snuck up on him on top of the mountain.
yeah, we just
but
learned
we had to
toss
flee.
the fire or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flee. I had to make a tactical error of panic and fear.
Could have been back in the dusty dog, fucking kicking back cold ones right now.
Yeah. Our name is run through the mud. You know?
No.
Hey, Riken, orcs survive, bro.
then,
Orcs survive.
then your idea should have been, this is bullshit, and turn around.
Yeah.
Did I fall down the hole? No.
Neither did I.
Yeah, orcs survive.
Woo, heroes.
Mm.
I'm alive.
I would just like to point out that I set the DC as like a DC 10 athletics check, okay, to make the chasm. So
But then the whole party's like, oh yeah, we're falling
rolling
down,
sixes is just like, yeah, I can't do nothing
Well, you
about
said
that.
athletics, and I was sitting here going, yeah, that's like 3 people in this party have -1s.
Oh, I know.
Well, athletics is
Oh, I know.
+1 for me.
I know who has. I have the stats right here. I know who does what.
Luckily, I rolled a 10, and my goddamn jack of all trades kicked in, so I have a +0. I was like, oh, Jesus left me.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe the Eagles will come pick
But,
you guys up from the flames.
Yeah. Anyway,
I know.
we hope you enjoyed the episode. That's the first time the parties come face to face with their villain, with Savannah.
Yeah, that
That bitch.
Sissilala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Such a
wasn't
little
even there, man.
Fucking bitch.
Wasn't
Evil
even there.
bitch.
Yeah, and then a little clay goblin, and then a eagle goblin, and then an armored goblin. So all the assortments of goblin.
Where's the goblins that way, or when you need them?
Oh, man.
Right
But either way,
there,
hey,
right
thanks
there.
for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Twitch, Mixer, we love you guys. Drop us a follow if you enjoyed the content and you're excited to find out what happens next Friday. See what happens to our sorcerer and our rogue. Will they survive the the plunge downwards. Maybe they'll Gandalf it and hit fucking like a lake that's warm or something, or hit something. Who knows? We'll find out. Or maybe they'll just fall down like 10 feet, and this is purposeful suspense, and they'll have another. The party will have an opportunity to like throw a rope down and pick them up. Who knows?
Or maybe they're
Who
dead.
knows? Or maybe they're dead.
Or maybe
They're dead. See, this is your fault. I'm just saying, dude. Like, you wish ill will all the time upon the party. Their deaths are on the
Are you
party.
happy now?
No.
Are you happy now?
But,
He loves that
Yeah.
you just put it on his shoulders. He's like
Oh, yeah.
bathing in that. Just
oh
like,
yeah, no. I know what he likes.
I
know
like
what you like.
hurting people. Ugh,
Yeah.
somebody
But,
hurt me and now I'm taking it out on them.
You know, we have
Hurt people,
links.
hurt people.
We have links on Mixer and on Twitch, so you can like follow us on our Twitter. Follow our. We have. If you like what you saw and you just caught this episode, we have all of our past episodes are on our YouTube channel. You can search for something and find us there. All the links are in the FAQ. On Mixer, they're the little symbols on the lower left-hand side. But until next week, you know, may your lives be legendary.
Yeah.
You know. Have a good night,
Ours
everybody.
are, yeah.
See you next
Good
Friday.
night, guys.
Guys, thanks for tuning in.
I'm not doing it.
No, you're doing it.
Not doing it.